I'm live. We're a little early, but that's how we wrote. Oh yeah. Messing up already. There we are. Magic. Hey everybody. It's George in the late night show. How you doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Who's the first in the house? Solek sneaks in with interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message. What is that message, Solex? The ocean waters are not rising. Well, let me write that. How about good? I can buy that land in. I'm not going to tell you where I'm buying my land. And we have Barefoot Alaska, Dana, and looky here, we got Lance. Boomer is boondocking. I haven't seen much of that. He says he's going to get out real soon. Yep, it's that long a lag. Hello, hello. Laura, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm third. Yes, Lance and Boomer is third and fourth. Oh, Becky Allen, I think this is your first time here. Thank you very much. And we have our first live guest. You all know him as the cowboy up north, the guy that can't get it started, knower of massive knowledge. Here he is, Solex. House. How you doing, buddy?
Hanging in there.
You are.
Yep, the knowledge hasn't left me yet.
I know.
But I'm told with age.
Yes. Oh, let me see here. I was hoping our background would show up a little bit better than this, but let me do something here. Can you see this little tower behind my head here?
Yeah, I know. Coming right out of your fireplace.
Yeah. So that's an inside, outside. I got a roof ceiling, glass ceiling here.
How cool of you to do that.
Can you look in really close to see what those are?
I see.
I can't zoom in.
I see the upside down. Well, it's a mirror image imposed. It says 9 with a. Oh no, it's not. That is a 9.
Clash the Wilds. Thanks for coming in. I think that's your first time here. If not, welcome again. Welcome, welcome.
I'm thinking Tesla.
You're close. Say it.
This is a Tesla rocket.
SpaceX.
Number 9.
Yep. I went over there, and that's one of the actual tubes that flew. That's just the base part. Heater at the bottom.
That's one that landed? I'd love to see one that landed. Just so I can observe what damage was actually done that we don't get to know about.
I know, right? And let's see who this is. Hello, hello. Looky here. The 100+ hour guy.
Yeah.
Hello. Mike's taking a minute off of his century-long process of breaking records and sweating in a tin box.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Yes.
We're going to get you in this.
There you go, Solex.
Just have to
now
get for months on end.
See that to the side of you, Mike? That rocket?
Yep.
Yeah, I went to SpaceX, and across the street is the Boring Company.
That's so cool.
So if you're over there, you can go to the board. No, let's see if you're bored. They're both right across the street from each other.
Where is this one?
That is actually in L.A.
Okay.
Compton. It's on Compton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I went to the SpaceX facility down in Brownsville, Texas.
Cargo Dan, thank you much for coming in, guys. Thank you.
Is that one of those that landed on like the pontoon out at sea?
Man?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Who?
Oh, Boomer.
Can you hear?
I don't think Lance can hear you.
Where's that from?
No, I don't think so.
Where's that coming from? Can you guys hear it?
I heard it.
All
Somebody's
right, Furry does. Furry does is coming in.
I was listening to George's.
Oh.
Nothing but a G thing.
It's Boomer. Boomer just turned 3 on February the 8th.
Is Matt still here? Uh-oh. Is my internet that bad?
Works for me.
Well, he's
We're getting some SpaceX in here now.
I know, right? Alien to alien.
Right.
Yeah.
gotten out of the puppy.
I'm clicking, but nothing's happening. There we go.
Hey, how are
Cheers,
you
famous
here?
Catalyte. Is he over there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I was wondering how he was doing that.
I couldn't figure it out. I got you up here on another TV now. Back to the live. We have Barefoot. We have Laura. Thank you guys for coming in. I don't know how long we're going to be here since we're doing the what are we going to call it?
Yeah.
The everlasting friendship.
on the
raid?
the tires, the rims. Chomped them all up. His toy was an 8-pound weight. He would just literally throw across the room. I had chunks of sheetrock off of the walls because he would just pull it off with his teeth
That's
in the
Naj.
garage. I mean, the days that would work,
That's not.
you know. Because the days I was off, he would be on
Mike, is that on one of yours?
cool when it was hot. But when I work, I'd have to leave him in the garage, so I put a ceiling fan.
Yes,
and I would
everybody please hit the thumbs up.
all his toys and everything in there, so it was nice and cool with water and everything. That way he wouldn't have to be in the heat outside.
You got 12 viewers, Georgie,
Crap,
and
where am I
13 likes. That's amazing.
I don't know. I didn't do it.
All
Not
right.
myself.
That's not good.
I didn't do it either. Well, oh, it's Lance and Naj. So somewhere Lance and Naj are having a conversation.
Oh, you haven't gone anywhere. You're still there.
Look
No
at
problem.
this.
Yeah. See, now it's gone. Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh. I can't click on anything.
Rottweilers, what I
He's
had.
got, Lance has got that crinkle look. Somebody's talking. Lance is going,
Beautiful.
Let's
Oh, no, they look like giant puppies.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's messing up my ability to click on the comments.
see.
I really can't do this because
Son is 18 now. Yeah, I was pregnant with my son when he passed.
echoing over there.
He had,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, he had bone cancer, went to his lungs, and
Hey guys,
You
Yeah,
guys are
yeah.
in the leg it wouldn't have been so bad, but then it went to the lungs. So
that's not me.
man, because you just dropped out of it.
I'll show you. It's not me.
that's not me either.
Your channel. You need to go back to your channel because you just dropped out.
myself down.
sorry.
So yeah, I had a fear of black dogs. and
Okay,
the
he's
way
back.
it goes. But she goes,
Mm.
Lance, are you talking to Naj?
okay. And then I was like, you're the dog who's not going to make me afraid of black dogs.
That's me. How can that possibly be me?
Because you're in the basement over there.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, he may have dropped out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm doing it's
Just mute
StreamYard.
his mic over there.
He is.
Yeah, they're very good dogs.
We love
They're-
it.
No,
they're-
V and
Ashley's World, welcome for coming in.
V and Naj are talking.
Oh, okay, I got it. I'm on top of it
Okay.
now.
Okay, I'm going to
It
close
was
that
me
one
that
down
was
because I can't even click. There we go. All right, down under. G'day, mate. G'day. Welcome for coming in.
Hey mate,
And Ashley's World, thank you. And I believe I just got a
Okay.
yes, a Griswold family raid. Thank you very much, everybody.
Cool
and
beans.
Kenny was over there taking care of things.
Okay,
Lance is in the house. Thank you, buddy. It's all midnight out there, eh? It's midnight where you're at, Lance?
hey,
Lance. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
no problem.
Barefoot.
Yeah,
No problem. It's midnight, right? All right, who just joined us?
it's 12:08.
I'm
Ooh,
reading
wait.
his mind. I shouldn't
Actually,
do
it's 12.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Testing.
yeah. Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, something's.
that. Something's.
Oh, I know why. Okay, George. Sorry, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oops.
I had the
Hey,
website
Kenneth?
muted.
Kenneth?
yes
Kenny.
sir.
can you verify this person?
Oops, gone again.
No, I'm doing it.
George.
Down at the cruisers.
Okay, thank you.
Sean,
Thank you,
Does
Sean.
How are you, Georgie?
Thank you, buddy.
Does
I just had
does
to double
Mike
check, man.
does Mike know
No,
he
no,
dropped
that's
out of
fit.
his channel?
When he moves his head, he's got his head CGIF onto that string line or whatever they call those.
Oh, that's a zip line.
Yeah, the zip line. He-
I got
look at that CGIF head on that zip line. It's so funny.
That's that is John from JNN Travels. We've got
Yeah.
a cruise coming up, and he keeps on telling us that he wants to be on the zip line. So there he is in all his glory.
There we go. All right, Lance, what was your question?
no, I didn't know Mike went to the basement. I thought he dropped out. So but he's in the basement.
Right here?
No, in his channel.
See, here's the deal. I'm on StreamYard, logged into my back office. I can't log into his now.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So, Mike, what's going on? We okay?
Yeah, it's too loud.
I think we lost it, guys.
Messages.
Okay. Okay. Right. That's too loud. Okay.
I have to do one or the other. I can't do both.
I know. And I
have to
can't
have a
log in.
I have to have a placeholder over there.
You guys
Right.
dropped versus disappearing.
Yeah.
Really
Hey, Mike,
do
thanks
that.
for coming in, though, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Oh, I just listened.
All right.
And with that, I'm going to.
I don't know what that was. All right. So, well, Sean, thanks, man. That's huge. So tell us what's going on down there. You got a cruise coming up, you said.
Yeah, we got a cruise coming up in
Well,
October of 2022.
Uh-huh.
exactly.
And it seems like there's a bit of feedback coming back.
Yeah, it was Solex.
No, it was me.
Oh,
See, look.
no, your camera doesn't
Yeah,
do
okay.
it. It's your microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, anyhow.
Anyhow, so
Let me-
October 2022, we've got a cruise going on, which is into the South Caribbean, and we've got we're trying to get Kenny to come and join us because we think he needs a break.
Oh, heck yeah. Right after his graduation, right?
Yeah, that's right. So he's got to come and join us and have a ball with us, and then everything should work okay. So, but you know, Kenny, he likes to work on his cars and check his Tinder and all those sort of stuff, you know. Sorry, Ford man here.
Fuck, man, yeah.
I can't do it, it's Kevin.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
Georgie,
I
I
still
thought
haven't
I'd jump in on.
When are you going to cook up that prawn? I want to eat that thing.
Yeah, that thing. Well, yeah, well, that's about a regular size for a prawn that we use. None of this shrimp nonsense.
You guys are insane. That's a party prawn.
That is. It is a. It's one of our big things that we have in Oz. We've got the big pineapple, the big marina, which is a sheep, and we've also got the big prawn. So there we go.
Ford man there.
Prawn, big sharks. That's why the sharks are getting so big down there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Hi to the papa. Yeah, there's the big prawn.
Just thought I'd let you have a look at the big prawn.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike's down
No.
in the basement holding
No,
his,
he left us. He left us
Yeah.
here.
he's down in his basement. I think he needs to be up before.
No, as long as he's logged in. But how many people are over there?
Oh, it's like 10,
Okay.
11.
Yeah, I can't log into both. Yeah.
Ooh, bummer.
Anywho.
I
Hey,
tried to do
Kenny,
that.
you did some good saves there over there on the Griswold family.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. I was
Was-
zapping them
was
pretty
there
quick
anything
there.
Was there
Huh?
anything you can repeat? I know, right?
I did it. I fixed yours.
I
I don't know what the deal is.
I just was watching out for Jet. No. I mean, that's pretty much about it. I mean, somebody
Yeah.
comes in there, like what they
That's
were
when I
doing,
popped in, and all of a sudden,
spamming
bam,
the
you were
chat.
just.
Yep, I just started zapping them real quick. So
Uh-oh.
It was like a laser show.
I don't let no grass go under my feet with the wrench.
He's a baller. Three on the panel.
I'm a dangerous with the wrench.
That's why we love you,
Yeah.
Kenny.
He worked it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Beat me to it, but then I didn't have the wrench at that point.
You would have clubbed him.
Yep,
Wall of
Kenny's the one.
Give me an
Let me
Australian
show you
word for
the
hitting
tree
somebody.
of trolls.
Tree of Trolls. Sean, what's a word for whacking somebody on the head? Australian style.
Boink.
There's plenty of words we could use. Some of them I can't use on this channel.
Hey now, you got the youngin over there.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, that's okay. No, well, we would give them a good old whack.
A wallop?
No, not a wallop. Wallop's too light. We give them a whack.
Give him a whack.
Give him a whack. Back of the head. Well, this is Sean from Adventures of Travel, or sorry, his name is blocking it. So right here, the Down Under Cruises with Sean. There's his link right there. If you guys haven't hooked up with this guy, he can set you up. He's always wanting people to come to Australia. That is my #1 place to go. I want to go there so bad, mate. Yep.
Come on down.
You know, and
I
it's
know,
like-
right?
that's my fault because I told them that down on the beaches there, the ladies don't wear tops.
You'll find that mostly in Sydney now, but in Melbourne and some of the other states, that's actually not the case.
Well, Fremantle, I firsthand.
You're in Fremantle?
Yep.
Yeah, well, Fremantle and Western Australia, they tend to be a law to themselves, so they'll do as they please.
Exactly.
Wow.
Walking down the beach. Hey, can you see? It's about 1.5 miles down there. You see what I'm seeing? Yeah, they're all wearing the same bathing suit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then for those very few that don't know the man, the myth, the legend, Ford Man, Kenneth Oakes, his link is right here. We can go find, where'd he go? Oh, it's chat's moving so fast. Right here. Right here. Kenneth Oakes.
Yes.
He is soon will be the real Ford Man once he graduates, won't you?
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
I know it. I know you will be. All righty. Look at that. We're seeing this. Everybody subbed already. That's awesome, man. We know you.
Awesome.
And Solex, he's in the house. He's got a place too. He is the
Hey, Laura.
Solex one.
That's a new channel to me. Recyclable Homestead.
Well, that's a sight to be seen. Sweet. Thanks for coming in, man. Cyclone Homestead. Yeah, I bebop around on a few Homestead channels. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. What do you got there on the step? Can you guys see their icon?
Chicken.
That looks
Are
like
those chickens?
It looks like chickens.
Rhode Island's.
Or maybe Troy knows. Or those big rats?
Rhode
I got
Island.
a shout out for. Oh, man, it's too early. My internet is still failing me here. I can't click on that.
Egg layers.
I like your
course, I'm on a different
your
browser.
house, Georgie. I like your interior of the house there. Since when did you play Bach?
I didn't hear any of that.
I'm saying I like the interior of your house. I was just curious as to
Oh.
when you played Bach on your piano.
I know I got to get it tuned. It's really out. It's just bad. I haven't played for a while.
Got to fix it up, mate. Got to fix that
I
up.
know. It beats where I was living.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll show you where I was living. Yeah, I was living in the alley. And then
True, it is
when I
better.
travel, then I go over to the desert.
Yeah,
You see it?
we've got some desert here.
As host, how many
Oh,
of
yeah?
those backdrops do you get to have?
Oh, I don't know. Let me
You
see.
can have up to,
When I,
you can if it's a paid version, you can have up to 20. I think it is.
Oh, nice.
oh yeah. Okay. But
I only
how
get-
do I get there? I get there in this, Solex. How's that for a beauty?
Now
I'm
I'm
in Sorry, I got the wrong engine in here.
the guy's in his house driving.
That's a nice one there.
That's
I
brilliant.
Like it.
You'd accept that?
Yeah, I
That's
would.
awesome.
I love the older stuff like that better than the
Yeah.
newer stuff.
Yep.
How tall is that
But you-
smokestack? Is that legal? Is that 13.6 feet?
It goes across the roof. It goes right there. It goes right across the roof. We're set. But you know what? You ought to see the book collection I have in this thing.
Yeah, you have.
I got
yes.
books wall to wall.
Look at what I'm talking about here. I haven't got room
How do you
for
think?
books.
How do you think I keep the marble sharp? You know? Are we having fun? All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you coming. Thanks for coming in. Oh yeah. We got
Oh,
Dana.
really?
Yep. There we go. G's in the library. Oh, Kenny dropped. Nope. Solix. I don't know if it's his or mine. Nope. You're in the house? So Sean, how long you been doing what you're doing, man?
Well, we've been our YouTube channel has been going since the start of the pandemic, so almost a year. Since it's pretty much coming up to a year now. And the reason for us setting it up was we were talking with Neil and Kimberly from Two Travel and Tour, and they were the ones that actually gave us the inspiration to set up our channel. And can I say, if there's any positive out of this pandemic, it is the ability to have met fantastic people like yourselves and make the friendships that we've made like
Give me
yourselves.
crying here, buddy, because it means a lot to me. It really, really does. And there's a little bit of drama. I think some people are catching up on it, and it's just sad because we all met each other through each other, and to be having disagreements and misunderstanding is just heart-wrenching because this is a
Absolutely.
community, and for what we don't have, we need to come together and not fight amongst ourselves. And he said, she said, this, that, and others. It's this live, man. It's not we're doing a live. We are alive. We are part of this, you know. I wouldn't be here without Penny or Solex or you, Sean. You know, we all are alive in this thing.
Absolutely.
And out of this, I've met one person so far, and that's it. And it's just so touching to have a quick friend that I can bring up on the panel instantly.
Blah,
He wasn't there that minute ago. He wasn't there a minute ago. But it's like, yeah, I've met Tim, and I wouldn't know Tim
Right.
without
Shame.
all of this. So Tim, thank
I
you
feel
very much,
sorry for you, Georgie.
dude. You came in at the perfect moment, mate. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, this one guy,
Tim.
yeah, he made me buy this chase. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, G. Thanks for having me
Yo.
up.
you like my room?
Good to see, dude. That's not an RV.
You're looking
I know,
at the,
because I couldn't put my piano in it.
Hey, Kenneth.
Oh,
Good to see you.
let me catch
Good
up
to
a
see
few.
you too.
I don't know
Hey,
if that's my
Sean.
internet. Hopefully,
How you
guys
going,
can hear
Tim?
me.
Sean.
Julie's
Nice
in the
to
house.
see you, Tim.
Hey, Solex. How you doing there, buddy?
Oh, good. Yeah, I thought it was going to be something about something else.
Nice,
What did I do now?
nice.
Good seeing you, Tim.
Hey, I'm in my RV
Hi,
right
Julie.
now.
I like the light that you turn on.
There you
on
go.
the other side.
Does
Yeah,
that look
click.
a little better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right
And we
on.
could- yeah.
Tim,
we
were you
could-
see Tim? Were you seeing all the places I lived?
Yeah. I didn't know you could play piano, bro.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Oh,
So my next door neighbors
Oh.
at this new winery, there is 4 40-foot Class A's squared off. And
Oh.
they are partying up right now.
A Japanese garden in the middle. I could love that.
Yep. They actually have cornhole. They're throwing cornhole and freaking having a hoot and holler right now. You would not believe it.
And they didn't invite you.
Wow.
Poor Tim, he's going, ah!
Wait,
They
I'm like, do I go over there?
Why not?
You gotta-
Why not?
That's what we do. We crash.
I guess
Crash the
I
party?
have to hold the fort down while G is.
Oops.
Yeah. They all there's 3 Tiffins, 40-foot long Tiffins, and the other one starts with a P, but it's not the Prevo. It's something else. It might be a Tiffin brand.
I understood that, RV, with you, because I've had to run off of a mobile hotspot all day, just about. That's about the only way I'll get internet.
I know. Wow.
I'm doing a hotspot on my cell phone right now.
Oh.
I've done it on my cell phone, and I've also done it on my I'm doing it on my tablet right now.
Have you ever?
Well, here.
The one place you get an itch on your back is always a place you can't reach. What is it up with that?
They just migrate there. They go over here. You can't reach us.
You can't get us here.
I just opened up.
That's why you need a good wall.
I just opened up my side window. I don't know if you'd be able to hear them. They
No, we're
turn the
good.
music down.
Okay.
But they're over there still playing cornhole and partying like crazy.
Wow. You know them pandemic people.
That's like 9:30 right
Oh,
now.
they've been drinking wine all day. Yeah, same here.
There's no
So,
telling.
Tim, what's taking you so long?
Yeah.
There's no
What
telling.
is taking me so long?
Yeah, why don't you go and join in, man?
Well, I thought it was. I don't know.
Oh,
They're a lot more classier than me. I only have a 28-foot Class C. They all got 40-foot Class A's.
Well, pull out that
But you're
3.2. Go on over there.
Still tipping the winery
Any excuse will do.
to tip some wine.
Maybe
So
I
like
should just
joining the
I should
Georgie.
just take my cell phone over there with the laptop and say, hey,
Hey.
do y'all want to go live on freaking YouTube?
Now there's an introduction. That's a good introduction piece.
There you go.
I thought I'd
Yeah.
join you there, Georgie.
What's that?
I thought I'd join you.
Yeah.
This one's up.
I got a day call.
You're
The
not
fog
getting
comes
away
through.
this time. Oh, look
Uh-oh.
out! He's got the ruler.
That's way too far down then. I need to, yeah.
You need a corner, a wall with a corner, mate.
When I get
That
my
works
ruler,
so much better.
An edge.
Oh, wow. What just happened there?
I don't know. Are we glitching? Yeah, my internet's pretty bad. Oh, we lost Sean.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, everything glitched.
Oh. There was a glitch.
Sorry, Lance. I think they're all taken. And
All
these
in the
look like
Tiffins, are they?
brand new freaking Tiffins.
oh boy!
Tip and Tiffins?
Now
They're
that
the
is,
big
Tiffins
big
tipping?
Tiffins.
that's a tight group. They all go out and buy a 40-footer together, each.
Do they? Well, I heard him click, but Come on, Black Square. There you go.
Come on,
Hey,
bear me.
you stole my house.
So,
Hey,
well, I was trying to change it back, and then something else happened.
These contractors, they just can't, they're not very creative, are they?
I know,
No, they're
right?
not.
What's the
But I
matter with-
figured you
Yeah.
might like this one.
There you go. See, that's what I need. We need Mike to sell us his photos from around the way.
Yeah, Julie's like, go visit Tim.
My house is way better than Georgie's. I don't have a rocket going through the middle of my living room.
I know, right?
So my
But that's a
older
heck of a chimney.
brother. I was just gonna say my older brother and my sister-in-law were here for about from 2:30 to 7:30, and they went home.
Wow, when
So
did you
we-
see them last?
Shoot, Christmas.
Yodel. Oh, that's not too bad.
Hear them freaking laughing over there?
Yeah.
Y'all? Kenny, get after him.
Y'all. That's my kind of country talking now.
Gee, what if I
Reckon?
heard this story that the Kardashians are having this little problem with their guys. What if it's just the Kardashian women over there all together? You got to go now, Tim.
What, you mean I got to go over there right now?
The Kardashian women are all over there.
But they'll all be taken, he says.
Dick's barking at me now.
Did you see Ray and Bree today?
What? What's that? Tim, did you? No, this is the first time I've been on the internet today.
Oh
Good for
man,
you.
Bree was out showing us her RV. She's showing us her livestock. She showed us her pony.
Right on.
She's letting her hair down, buddy.
I seen her RV. She gave me a picture earlier today.
That's a nice little thing. I didn't know they
Well, I
popped
want
up.
to see Sean's photo here. I want to see their background. Where's that at, mate?
That's the city of Melbourne.
That's Melbourne. Yep.
Yep. Cool. Is this a generic photo, or did you take it?
No, I took it. I took it.
Oh, sweet.
Don't
Right behind me is the Yarra River, and then
Yeah.
open a hot
on this side over here is a place called the Crown Towers, which is the casino, the casino here in Melbourne. And then on
Okay.
this side here, we've got the CBD.
Okay.
So it's just a typical day in Melbourne.
No big deal, eh?
No.
My name is Cameron.
Get you in. Okay.
So when you guys come on down, that's what you'll see.
Man, I forgot to do
Hell
something.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
That-
Sean.
Oh, I know
Now-
what I forgot to do.
I can go over to your neighboring countries, right? That's okay? You're okay with that?
Yeah. That's fine. I don't mind if you go to New Zealand.
The little Kiwis?
Yeah, you can go down to Kiwi Town. It's
Yeah.
only our 8th state. Oh, whoops.
Right. I know. Everybody forgets about them. Ah, it's part of Australia, right? Should have been,
That's
eh?
correct. That's correct.
Okay,
Thank-
I've already seen it. I've seen it a few times. My hotspot is not working quite as well.
Yeah.
Everyone
you're on a data plan,
gets
though.
black circles. Everyone gets black circles,
I know we get dizzy.
and it stops. So my hotspot here next to the phone is not the greatest.
But you haven't dropped out on our end.
Yeah, but I see it on your end.
He's affecting you.
It's affecting me.
Don't get personal.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
We're friends here.
Cheers.
Okay, mateys. Mine's in the fridge. Oh, look. It's still see-through.
Mount Rushmore.
Stealth drinking.
But here, I have something different.
Oh yeah, you can't see through it.
Stealth
Cheers,
drink.
matey. Don't
Yeah.
drink this stuff.
Color of green.
I could swear I see the liquid inside.
Can you?
Yeah, just bits.
Yeah, you can. When it's over my head, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's for you, Kenny. You got
Kenny
some?
doesn't drink though.
I know. What is this? Look at that. Ooh, I disappear.
That looks like water right there.
So scientists, Solex, figure this one out. Why do I disappear? Come on, give it back.
This is your area of expertise, not mine.
Agua.
I can tell you about the refraction
I
of
don't know.
light and water.
Oh man, I got it. What? I don't think I like Tim. I need your lights, man.
One of those old desk lights.
I'm setting them at 45, and is that even? That's not going to work.
Little
This one's
desk
bright.
light.
This one's-
Yeah,
Or get
you
a
need better
flashlight.
lights.
Yeah, they're LEDs. LEDs aren't cutting it. They're
I've
really
got-
bright though.
That's
I've
all I
got
use.
this
on a
really,
hotspot.
really bright light.
They're really bright.
Yeah, I've got this really bright light. It's this yellow thing in the sky.
Yeah, kind of shines
Yeah.
on the head. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's
What's
a
that
bit of
going
a
on right
shine.
now?
That
Yeah,
dude,
that's it.
it's got a yellow
Okay.
doohickey.
That might put a little sunburn on your head there, Sean.
It does.
Can I
It
get that
does.
on Amazon?
Well, you got to ask the man upstairs whether or not you can have it.
Put it in my cart.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
Get a
I'm good to go.
reservation.
I'm missing some chat. I didn't see it move. Okay. I want to come to Australia so I can see the animals. Ooh, yeah, lovely animals.
Come on down. Oh, yeah,
Well, the
yeah.
ones
There's
that
some
don't-
really nice ones. We've
The ones
got.
that don't kill you.
Yeah, I was just going to say the funnel web spider. We've got the grass snake. No, the grass snake's okay. But the redback spider. Well, you call that the black widow.
Okay.
We've got the tiger snake. We've got
You got a mistake.
quite a few. Yeah, sharks.
The black mamba?
What
Black,
the
no,
heck?
black mama's African.
What the heck was
Yeah.
he thinking when he made the platypus?
Yeah, that was like somebody was being confused.
I think he sneezed. And there it was. Come on, magic carpet ride. Give me the light.
All right, guys, I gotta drop down because I'm eating up my data plan.
Yeah, you're on data.
Oh yeah.
I don't
So
have
real quick,
unlimited.
Tim. Real quick, Tim.
I don't
I've
have-
used 199 gigs of data.
I only have 2 gigs for a month.
You get out of here.
I don't have unlimited.
All right.
But
See you
I
later,
wanted
bye.
to jump up and say hello, everyone.
And I
and-
appreciate this guy. You'll
Always
never know.
nice seeing you, Tim.
You'll never know,
Take
buddy.
it easy, Tim.
Ciao.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Solex. Thank you, George. Thank you, Kenneth, and everyone in chat. Y'all
All
have
right.
fun, and I'm calling it the night.
Peace.
Enjoy
Have a
the
good
evening.
Cheers, everyone!
Yeah,
cheer,
Chair. Chair. Water.
everyone!
all that.
Cheer.
There it is. All righty. Cool.
There we go. Cheers.
That's some good.
Yeah.
Good old coffee right here.
Man. Yeah, there it is. He's on his cell phone on a hotspot. Yeah, I don't know how people could do it without unlimited, man. We have been on this thing all year.
I don't.
That's
I
just
know. I
why-
know why they do it. I'm so glad,
Yeah.
Kenneth.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go ahead and.
No, you're good.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I ordered unlimited data and everything when I got my
Yep.
cell phone.
Yeah.
They started doing that so we can give them more money. You know.
So,
Okay.
so just for Laura,
Yeah.
the kangaroos are awesome. They can kick the hell out of you.
Yeah,
The
they'll
koalas are beautiful. They just sleep 23 hours a day. What else? The emus, well, they're the only bird that can't walk backwards. No. The
Really?
animals are actually very nice.
I didn't think of that. They can't walk backwards, huh?
Emus
Really?
cannot walk backwards.
Yeah. And what was it? The
Australian
pan-
rats. The Western
Rats.
Australian rats. That's right.
Oh, by the gazillion, right?
Yep.
You had that invasion. Was that just Western Australia? The rats were just
The rat, there was a point where there were rats everywhere, mice and rats. We had a whole big invasion, particularly tropical, so New South Wales, Western Australia, Queensland. But now with the floods and the fires that we've had recently,
ooh,
they've been greatly reduced.
excellent. That's probably the best and only thing that I can think of that came out of that, eh?
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. Well, Cargo Dan's saying goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
He's been
Cargo
up
Dan.
See you,
all
Cargo
long
Dan.
day. He probably needs to go see his wife. So thanks, Cargo Dan. You mean a lot, man. You've been here all 29 hours a day, mate.
Well,
Good-
I
good.
said I've had traveling adventures with Mike running all day long and
geez.
throughout the night. So
Yep.
I've,
Yeah.
I've
This
had it
rock star
going.
right here. Yep. Yep. Right there. Yep. Not at my house.
Sorry, I'm having some chips because I just completely forgot to eat today.
Emus. Oh, she's got an
Oh,
emu
yeah,
named
fine.
Star.
Well, if you put their feet together, you would have a star there because they're 3-pointed toes.
Oh,
That's it.
there you go. Well, what do you like most about your country, Dan? Or I mean, Sean. Just saw him leave.
Well, okay, so I'm an import. I'm not an original Aussie. I was born originally in South Africa.
Oh yeah.
And so the reason I came to Australia was because I wanted to get out of the South African army before I'm not young. So I wanted to get out of the South African army. I came here. It was the best mistake my family had ever made because this country has been our future. What I love about this place is I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder all the time.
Ouch.
I can walk down the street and feel relatively safe. I don't want to stomp on any toes, but you guys have this thing about firearms, and whilst I do see a necessity for them in certain points, from an Australian point of view, we do not understand the reason for you guys to have them. As a result, our crime rate is minimal as far as that is concerned.
Right.
That's interesting, and I'd like to expound upon that if you don't mind, Sean.
Sure, go ahead.
The reason why we have the firearms in the United States is because of the things that had happened in other countries before we were the United States, i.e. ... Other countries, their governments, they rise and they fall, and when they rise, after one's fallen, it's usually a tyrannical government. You should know about South Africa being like that. And so the reason why we have that, we call it the Second Amendment here, of the right to bear arms. But the right to bear arms is we have the right to form an organized militia to bear arms against tyranny. That's the rule. That's the code. And that's why we have the right to bear arms in the United States.
And there are two. Oh. Coming in. Hello.
Hey, Lorraine. David.
Lorraine's in the house. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Appreciate you much. And Solex, let me share that I see two kinds of people that want guns. Well, maybe three. And the first would be what Solex mentioned. I gotta pray when my internet comes back. That there's people that say, "Oh, I gotta have a gun. I gotta protect myself." And you're going, "From what?" And then there's other people like myself that I want a gun because I want to have a gun because I can go out and shoot a tin can or a gopher or a rat. You know, I can just go out and plink. I go plinking. I just shoot at targets. I have no mindset that I need to go kill somebody or protect myself. Not at all. So that's what the big thing is. And a lot of people from the big C state, the biggest state, right? That's all their attitude is, "Oh, I got to get a gun. I got to get a gun." And I go, "Why?" "Well, I got to protect myself." From who? The other guy that thinks he needs a gun? And that's what I think a lot of the whole world sees is everybody's got to get a gun so they can shoot the next guy that might shoot something back. It's like, it's just sad for that mindset. But with what Solex said is, we have to protect our country. We have to protect our rights. And they put it in the amendment. They saw it coming that we need to have those things. And it's just like he's saying also, the other countries that haven't had guns, they couldn't fight back.
Now,
and the history with us, sorry, Solex.
Now, I know that in Kenya, it's illegal for anybody to have even a knife. The only one allowed to have a weapon in Kenya are the Maasai warriors, and they're allowed to have that spear. And I sat there and I talked for the longest time with some of the guards down on the beach. And they're all carrying sawed-off shotguns. I asked them about the rules in Kenya, and they said no, you can't even have a knife. So all of those cool carvings that they make out of that teak wood down there, they do it with files. So a lot of places in the world, no firearms at all, no weapons of any kind.
But
Just to go on with that, Solex, from our point of view here, we had an issue where there was an old prison of ours called the Port Arthur, where a whole lot it's down in Tasmania, and a whole lot of the original start of Australia is that it was a penal colony, and there was a guy in about 78 or early 80 that went down there with a firearm and just tore the place up. And the then government said, well, we're not going to have that. We cannot understand, we cannot conceive that anybody would want to have an automatic weapon. As a result, we're going to ban the use of automatic weapons. And so Australia, you are not allowed an automatic weapon.
You're talking about recent events with that thing that happened down in Tasmania and that mosque.
Correct.
Right.
No, the mosque is much more recent, and that's in New Zealand.
Right.
But in actual fact, this was in Tasmania, and that actually put a whole big thing about weapons here in Australia.
Yeah.
New Zealand was a different ruling with regard to automatic weapons, but as far as Australia is concerned,
so what about subsistence? Do you have laws? You need the firearms for subsistence.
So our question is this: from what?
Was that a question to me?
The question basically is, what do we need a firearm for anything other than maybe destroying an animal or going out and shooting a tin can? What else do we need a firearm? And it does not have to be a semi-automatic.
That's the key.
Now, here's the difficulty that we're facing here now.
Automatic ones aren't either.
We have a law of the land in the United States called Stand Your Ground.
Yep.
Legislation is trying to change that, and they're changing it into give way. That means if a burglar comes in and you're in your home, and the burglar comes into your home, you pretty much say, "Here, have anything in my house. I'm going to leave while you get it." That's called giving way. So it's no longer legal to protect your own property here. And there's a big issue that's going on with that right now. And in fact, they're trying to pass new gun legislations as a result of a mental ill individual who went and shot up a bunch of people in, I don't know, like a McDonald's or something. So,
which 90% of these are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so the argument that they're putting forward now in Parliament, as you would say, or legislation, is that it's not the guns that's the problem; it's the people using the guns, and they're focusing on the mental stability of the ones who have used the guns, which has always been mentally unstable. And so, I think that's going to be caught up into legislation and in the courts for decades before anything ever gets solved about it.
Yeah. But anyhow,
I hear what you say, Solex. From our point of view, to give you an example, I need a weapons permit. I do karate, and part of our karate training is we use weapons in there. I need a permit to actually carry 2 sticks.
How much does?
Wow.
I need a permit for it. Having said that, let's put things into perspective. If you're a farmer and you want to take care of your farm, you're allowed the weapon. If you're you've got to be able to house that weapon properly, and you've got to follow the rules.
Right.
The challenge we see is people are doing things that are not following regular man of rule of law, and that's where the challenge lies. So whilst I don't say to you guys don't carry a weapon, I'm saying to you guys, I understand your ruling, but I find it difficult to understand.
And we're back down to that. And that's down to the parable. One apple does not spoil the basket, or one apple spoils the basket. So,
True.
So it's a sociological concept of what's right and what's wrong, and God bless any state in the world that makes up their laws, because that's for them. But
That's correct.
And those laws are for them, but not for you. And your laws are for you, but not for us. So that's what makes us a very diverse culture on the planet. We all have
That's what makes us so lovable.
Yeah, we all have our different concepts.
And on that note, and the saddest part is, and you said it, you had to be this darn thing is bugging me. This you have to be licensed and have your papers to carry 2 sticks, and that's part of your, we'll say, your job. You know, it's your trainings and whatnot. When we have to register our guns, and yet none of the criminals will register their guns. And if they steal my gun, and they didn't register my gun, mine is. It's stolen, and they can go commit a crime. So that's the kind of the weird here is that we have to register our guns, or like you said, you have to have your papers to own a gun, which I find is appalling because criminals don't follow the rules, and yet all the rules are made for the people that have the guns to fight the criminals. Yeah, it's a vicious circle, and it'll never win.
Would a didgeridoo be considered a stick?
No, that's a musical instrument.
Right. But you clobber me. I think you can clobber something pretty good with one of those babies.
But
I'll use a boomerang for that.
Yeah. Well, Backroads No Man teaches what you do and more, and he teaches technical stuff with pencils or a flashlight, a screwdriver, anything can be a weapon.
Weapon of opportunity.
Yeah. Yes.
So the ruling, if you're attacked, if somebody comes into your home, you can use equal or a little more force.
Yeah. So if they're not carrying a gun, what are you gonna do? Just club them with a frying pan?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about the prison system too, but I want to change the subject because.
Please do.
Yes, sir. Thank you much. So, what do we got out there? So, Lex, when do you expect to ride your bike? That's a top survey. We're creating a poll. Sean, do you know about Solex's electric bike that he just got?
No, I don't.
Do you have an electric bike?
Would love one.
You wouldn't have one.
I got
would love one. Would love one.
Oh, would love one. Okay, thank you.
Well, my answer would be next Wednesday.
Okay. So when the weather breaks?
I've got other projects that are important. I want to get my security cameras up. Then I want to get my motion lights up. And then after that, other than cleaning around this pigsty I got at the house, you know me, I just wash my hands. They're still clean. Other than that, I want to make another video because I'm sitting here for over a week waiting for the diggers to show up. They were supposed to be here last Monday to dig up and get my water turned back on. So I want to put.
I was expecting it was for the Australian Army. You know, the diggers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wanted to get a video up there, and so I want to get a video of my first crash and burn on that electric bike, and it looks like Wednesday is going to be the sun's coming out.
Yeah.
It's no fun doing it in the snow and sleet, you know.
No, but you won't be crashing and burning. But you do have a mount for your. I'm not digging that for your.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I missed it.
I've never done it before. So you have a camera mount for your.
Yeah,
GoPro?
I got it. And I got my GoPros charged up, ready to go. I just every day I check to make sure that I got full energy on that e-bike. I'm testing it out to the limits. Yeah. I want to see if I can go.
What are you using to power it? What are you using to charge it up?
To power it up?
What kind of electricity are you using to power your electric bike with?
Regular short.
I got Badge in the house. Hold on, guys. I'm saying hello to Badge. Badge is a good friend of mine. It's up north in the cold. He got some snow a little bit the other day. Well, Sean's down there probably loving what is it, turning fall to you guys now?
Yeah, it is.
And that's a great question.
Thank you, Badge.
Right now, I'm using shore power to power it up and everything.
Yep.
But I do have a suitcase solar panel thing.
Awesome.
And that's what I'm going to do. After I drain this thing out, testing it out to see if it'll go 25 miles, I'm going to try and recharge that up using that briefcase solar panel. And
awesome.
It's a good one. You know, it's the one with a hard case and everything. You know, it's not one of those flip out foldy things. But
Yep.
I'm ready because I want to see for myself. I mean, I hear what everybody says. It takes this long to charge that thing up. I want to see for myself on that solar battery of panels how long it would take to charge that thing up for me. Because you got to think about that, Sean. Is that you're out there in your RV? How long is it going to? Okay, you drain the battery. How long is it going to take you to recharge it up on solar? That's an important question.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have one, but I haven't ridden it much. But I did get it up to 28 miles an hour. But that was on the highway or the road here. 95, actually. Highway 95.
Going downhill.
No, it's pretty flat. But yeah, they said it'd go faster than that. But who was it that said they wouldn't want it that fast in the desert in the dirt?
Well,
yeah, no way.
It would void the warranties and legalities of using it because you can't get those electric bikes over 25 miles an hour without having it being classified as a motorcycle.
Right. But I don't have to insure it. It's not going to put gas in it. I just plug it in from the solar, like you said, which I have lots of. And that's even more fun, that you're getting power from the sun to energize your bike. It's like, who'd have thought it?
And that's what I was wondering. Because a lot of people are saying, they're being energy safe. So let's plug it into shore power, which comes off the grid, which comes off some power station somewhere over there that's been fossil fueled, whatever. So they're defeating the purpose.
Coal power.
That's it. One of the things I want to get actually is an electric car.
Oh, a Tesla? You think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to get that Tesla ATV. That's what I want.
That's what I was hoping I could get, but Elon is too worried about broken windows. So
yeah. Well, the ATV was very attractive to me. I haven't really looked into it, but I thought an electric ATV. Who would have thought?
Yep, not doing anything here. So Badge got 6 inches of snow at 10 a.m. to 2. Wow.
We only got an inch here.
I think
Please
that's
keep that
probably,
snow there.
yeah. I think that's leftover from Dana's storm. Dana's in Alaska, Sean, and it came down, and Badge is in middle of Canada.
Yeah, but the jet stream this time of year is not supposed to be dipping down that low, you know.
You reckon?
That's what I watch. I watch. Yeah, I
we
watch.
just had a bucketload of floods coming through.
Oh wow!
So southern Queensland, northern New South Wales were all flooded out.
No, Queensland's where you got that really old tall hill. Isn't that where that's at?
The tall hill. You talking about Uluru?
Yeah, it's that red hill.
Oh yeah, that's Uluru. That's in central Australia. So
okay, yeah, that's
not
not
only up north South Australia.
That's not even close to Queensland.
No, isn't it? Isn't that like right in the middle, Sean? I mean, almost dead center, right?
Correct.
It's like
it's a
the
geological
Aborigines god dropped a rock there and said, "Okay, carry on."
It's a geological wonder is what it is.
This was the handle that he used to put Australia in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, there you go. It's a little pull tab, right?
Yep.
I love
Hey,
it.
Sean,
Kenny,
how much snow do you get there in the wintertime when it snows in Melbourne, Australia?
Good question.
so Melbourne gets no snow.
None.
Most of Australia gets no snow. The snow is up on the high mountains, so you'll get maybe a couple of inches. That's about it. The rest, and if there's any snowfields, it's generally man-made snow.
No skiing down there, huh?
And so it's like this. It's like this, Kenneth. Australia is the snow. Alaska is the snow, as
I'm gonna turn off
Australia
my fan.
is not the snow. Or as Australia is the sunshine.
Y'all get a lot of monsoons, though, don't you?
What do we get?
y'all get a lot of monsoons, don't you?
No monsoons. Monsoons are that's more Asian type weather. For us, it's we might get some cyclones, but not much.
Let's look at this, Kenneth. They get seismic tremors, probably off of New Guinea, which heads straight for Australia sometimes.
Yep, we'll get every now and then we get earthquakes.
They get, and when it happens to the ocean, they get big, huge. What do they call that? Monsoon.
Tsunamis.
Tsunamis, right? You get those big tsunamis, which is good because then it makes surfing a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Dad says it also gives the sharks a lot more food.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Funnily enough, sharks spit us out because we're too salty for them.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to come there and try some of that kangaroo meat that
Okay,
y'all
thank
have there in
Mate,
Australia.
you gotta come try some. Kangaroo meat is really good.
My
Just
doctor
like
has
pork?
been there in Australia, and he said it was pretty good. He said it was gamey, but
It is. It's a gamey meat, but it's very rare. It's one of the rarest meats.
yeah.
Okay. So they don't raise them to eat them.
No. Kangaroo share of vermin.
Yeah. So it's more like
We just-
fishing.
Yeah.
Just the luck of the draw. They get. Oh, look, we got a kangaroo today.
Yep. But then you've also got to try the witchetty grubs when you come as well.
There was
the
a
grubs?
while.
Yeah, there's a grub called the witchetty grub. Have you tried them, Solex?
There was a while there in Australia that one of the, other than the rats and the numerous kangaroos, one of the things that was really plaguing Australia was the parrots.
Really?
Galahs.
Yeah, they started taking over farm crops.
Correct.
Parrots? Wow.
Yep.
What do you call it?
Big
Flock.
parrots.
What is a flock of parrots?
Thousands.
Galahs.
Well, there you go. That's the word. So what time is it there? And is it Sunday?
It's Sunday evening at 4:04.
Sunday evening. Oh my gosh.
And see
plan
when
ahead.
they do that, when they do their Wednesday morning show,
Yeah.
it's 5 a.m. here, and it's
8 p.m.
8 p.m. there.
So Alex bugging out.
I'm ready for Jeff Goldblum. Jeff
Bugging
Goldblum.
Yeah.
I'm a fly.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah, I don't know where I got these things. For another garage, but they're wraparound giant bug out ones. I'll tell you what, these ones are made so that you can wear over your glasses.
But are those for the snow?
These
just
ones
sunglasses?
are made so you wear them over glasses.
Okay.
You
Are
can
they
get, you can
polarized?
get them polarized.
Oh yeah, they're the spindy ones. Who are they made by?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna chop them up. Oh, maybe they're generic.
'em up?
I didn't even say who these are. Yeah, I was gonna chop them up and show everybody how you can correct your eyesight by poking little holes in there. And
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to get it right the first time. So measure your eyes. Sean, are you a fisherman?
I do like to fish, but for me, the fish is the hook must have nothing on it because I just throw it in and chill out.
Oh, that's snagging, right?
a lure.
Well, I don't have a lure or put any bait on. I just chuck the hook into the water and just have a space.
Oh, did you use a silver hook or a black hook?
Whatever hook I can get my hands on, even the brown ones, they rust.
I quit buying fishing equipment. Ever since I got my kayak, all the fishing equipment store I ever wanted in my entire life is all along the shores that nobody can get out there and reach. And I'm sitting there half the day, I'm just pulling off lures and flies and sinkers and everything off of the little trees that are hanging out over the water.
Yep.
I got to get another fishing box just to hold some of that stuff if I go out and collect any more.
Hello, hello. Yeah, my dad was a really, really good fisherman. We'd drive.
Whoa.
That he was just trying to make sure that we can get the rest of the story.
So he was saying, my dad was a really good fisherman. We'd drive up to the.
And then all of a sudden, there's a well on the deck. Okay, so.
I was going to finish the story for you.
Yeah.
You don't
No,
want
he'd
me
leave
to.
the car running. He'd leave the car running.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'd pull up, say, I'll be right back. He'd leave the car running. I'm in it. I'm like 6, 7 years old. He'd run down, catch a fish, and come back. Yeah, that wasn't good enough, and take off. You're done 3 minutes. Here, put these in the cooler. Yeah, 3 fish, you know?
How do you do that?
He's good. Will was. And then I would also get a switch, like a branch with the leaves on it, and go and flatten grasshoppers so he could use live bait.
They got a
Yeah.
joke in my family about that.
Yeah.
They say if there's a mud puddle, I'll probably catch a fish in it, and it's
geez.
like that. So my brother, he says he was at this place called Glacier Lake, literally glacier going over the lake, and he says there's no fish up there. He said I spent a week up there, couldn't catch a single one, and I'm going BS, and I'm hiking up there, and I'll tell you, this is not an intermediate hike. This is an expert hike. It's going straight up 2,000 feet. And I'm hiking up there, and I'm coming down, and all these people with their fishing poles and everything. How's fishing? Didn't catch anything. You know, there's dozens of people coming. How's fishing? There's nothing up there. How's fishing? There's nothing up there. So I wanted to tease my brother. So the very first YouTube video that I put out was me at Glacier Lake. Fish on. Fish on every cast.
So were you like not telling them your hot spot then, right? Wink. It's like, oh, how much gold did you get out of the river? Oh, none. There's none in there.
Right. No. I never keep secrets. I always tell people the truth and everything, so don't tell me your secret. And like when I went gold panning, I told everywhere I was going. Nobody's commenting on my thing. Got a lot of views, but nobody's commenting. Went out there a week later. There's 5 people gold panning the same spot I was gold panning in. And I found a few flakes. So yeah, it's
here we come.
Yeah, so it's for fun. People got to know it's just for fun. So if I catch a fish, I'm going to tell somebody. Except I didn't have my camera with me when I went to Kaufman Lake. 5-pound rainbow trout in that lake.
Ooh.
Wow.
15-mile hike going up, and so not a lot of people go up there.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like fishing much, but I haven't been forever. But I was the bird dog, and I was, putting the fish on the stringer and putting them in the creek, and then, yeah, I was the helper. Yeah, but I loved it. But we did bury my dad with his fishing basket, the wicker ones. You'd know.
Oh yeah,
those the wicker ones.
Yep.
Yeah, really old ones. Yeah, I bet he's loving that.
This guy had a big wicker one out there he was following the river, and his waders going right by a ranch in Absaroka, and I'm looking at him and his wicker basket. It says he's going to need a bigger boat, that one of those things. He langs into this German brown trout, rolls it in, and he had to fold it in half to get into that wicker.
Oh yeah.
They're big trout.
Hey Kenny, do you like to fish? You and Papa go? Your dad like to fish?
I've actually never really been fishing. Really, I've in my 26 years of living, the only time that I really fished was at a birthday party one time, and I caught a little bitty fish about like that.
There you go.
I was going to say, what was her name?
Do what now?
I was going to ask you what was her name if you went to a birthday party fishing.
It was but we throw the fish back, so And it seemed like one time I remember doing it at a wedding one time, but other than that, that's pretty much about it. I've never really had my until just I guess been about a month or so, maybe a little bit longer now. One of the YouTubers, I don't remember who it was. They had sent me my very own fishing pole.
Oh, there you go.
So I have my own fishing pole now. So
Now you're ready.
the only
Gotta
thing
go to those-
the only thing I don't have is my fishing license.
Yeah. Wait till you know that you're going to go, because those only last a year, right?
Well, I've been told by several different people that because of my disability and stuff that I can get permanent ones to where
Wow.
they never run out. But
Well,
see,
that's what I'd be doing then.
I don't know who to talk to or where to go to or
Well, the Fish and Game is going to know.
The BLM
What do you
office,
think? Yeah.
Bureau of Land Management, or Fishing Game, either
Yeah,
way.
you can't go to Wally World and say, hey, I want a fishing license for life. The guy will freak out and go, get out of here, right? You don't know, diddly.
BLM offers lifetime passes of
Yeah.
one nature or another, so you kind of have to hunt and pick around for where you find
Yeah,
out.
you got to ask.
okay.
Sean, do you have to have fishing license for the year or lifetime or 3 days? Or
They have fishing licenses, yeah, for it's a month. You can get a fishing license for a month or for a season.
oh,
Then
okay.
you got to
Yeah, we
reset.
have like 3 days and then a year.
I was just looking at Badger's comment. They're about minus 50 degrees C. And
Yeah,
it's freaking cold.
it's cold twice. Yeah.
2 weeks of it.
Laura said here in the chat said I could go to most county offices and get it that way.
Yeah, you can't get it at the little corner market. You got to go to the real deal. So, yeah. But-
Getting a license from places like that, like Wally World or Corner Market or Cabela's, they're only licensed as a seller for certain licenses. They can't give you all the licenses.
Right. Whatever they have. It's like the lottery tickets. Oh, we don't have the green ones. We have the red ones.
Yeah, it's what they've signed up to sell.
Right,
And
right.
and of course they get a portion of the proceeds, and so does the
I
fish
know
well.
most places like that, like Wally World and those places that you just mentioned, they tell you to go online and go on to the Tennessee Wildlife website. Go that
Mhm.
route.
We went fishing down out of Prince William Sound. I was on a tender.
Wow.
The guy got fired because he liked that stuff too much, and he was the skipper.
So,
So they stuck me on that boat for a while until they get a replacement. And we were down in Prince William Sound. It was the pink salmon fisheries down there, and you sit there for 6 days. What do you do? Well, the guy hands me the pole. He says, "Go fishing." I said, for halibut out there. I said, "No, I'm not." This thing, and it was like a winch, and 50-pound test line on there, and this thing's not going to catch a halibut. He said, "Oh yeah, you can catch halibut." I said, "No, I have pulled 400-pound halibut up onto the beach in Kenai, buying those from the fishermen. This is not going to do a halibut."
yeah, that's what Fairy Dad's saying here. So she went deep sea fishing, caught a 6, but it's probably a 6-footer, right?
Well,
Rock cod?
six large rock cod. Rock cod can be anywhere from 5 pounds to 20 pounds.
Okay. But yeah, she saw the eyeball. She said, no way, I'm out of here.
So
Right.
what I'm wondering on Fairy Dust is you had 6 hooks on the line, didn't you? So yeah, that was a lot of weight.
6 large, right? Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah.
I had an aunt and uncle that used to, of course, now they're up there in years now, and they don't hardly go fishing or go to the lake anymore. But I had an aunt and uncle that used to go fishing about every weekend or every other weekend, and they would catch them and bring them home and fillet them and freeze them, and things like that. So.
Have to be careful with that rock cod, because they in the United States, down in the Gulf, and Florida area, they ruined the cod that were down in there. Everybody in Europe wanted cod oil for their oil lamps and everything, and they went in and they just started scooping everything up in the ocean, and just to get all those cod, and they almost ran them into extinction.
You mean like them big whales?
Well, yeah, similar, but yeah.
Well, most whales, yeah.
Asia and their whaling, right?
Right. All righty. Kenny?
Yes.
You got what games you got to play tomorrow?
What games am I going to play tomorrow?
Yeah, so you were with the Griswold family, and again, thanks for coming in, gang. Is there games cahooting tomorrow or what?
No, tomorrow's church, and I don't know if I'm going to be back in time to even do my Sunday Night Live. Okay, I'll probably if anything, I'll probably come over and help with Mike. I've really enjoyed helping out with Mike.
Okay. Well, we need to coordinate what time you're going to be there so we can get our rest and whatnot. But we need to have a more set schedule. We got to, because he almost lost the live tonight.
Oh, did he really?
It was
Twice.
scary.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
Really?
So let's write some emails to each other and get caught up, because I want you to get your sleep, buddy. Yeah.
Kenny never sleeps. You should know that.
I kind of know.
Except on your show.
I know Kenny sleeps. I seen it.
Live.
I have slept. I have slept.
It was.
I was
on your stream.
A lot of times I will cut off my camera.
Right.
But I will still be there.
Right.
But I'll just have the camera cut off and the mic cut off, but I will be asleep. But then I usually wake up. Within like an hour or so after that.
Okay.
Not a Georgie show that I saw.
Yeah.
That was funny this morning because Kenny, he was over there on the marathon YouTube, and his icon was up there, and the mic was muted and everything, and then he turns it back on like he's fresh as a daisy. I'm here. I've always been here, kind of a thing. That beautiful big grin on his face, and then he turns his head, and it's all red over here. And I'm going, Kenny, have you been sleeping? And the big grin again, and I'm going, turn your head to the left. Yeah, what is that big red spot there?
China. Well, that's like the one time when he's doing this, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I will say I slept. I fell asleep. I was trying to watch Hughes Cruisers last night. And I was also wanting to try to watch the marriage, where they did the marriage love game or something like they were doing on the Midlife Crazy channel. Sure. On the Midlife Crazy channel at 9:30. Well, I never did make it through Cruisers or Midlife Crazy channel. So anyway, I fell asleep somewhere between that time, and I slept until about 12:30, and then I came over to the marathon and stayed over there for at least till about. I was over there at 12:34, so I just got there then. So I stayed over there till about 3 o'clock again, and then fell asleep from then until about 7 o'clock this morning, I think.
Kenny, let me say this from deep down inside where I live, mate. We love you, but you know what? there are times when you need to give your eyes a rest.
Yes, I know. But
What
I
has-
really enjoy these things, though.
What has this pandemic brought us to? We live here now.
That's right. That's right. Actually, we went to a family do last night, and I had to go to one of my niece's sisters and go like this because the only way I recognize anybody is by looking through, what's that, 2 inches by 2 inches, whatever. A screen.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I thought maybe since you was having issues with your internet, gee, I would maybe try to fill in for your spot tonight.
Oh, wow. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, as you see, it comes and goes. I mean, most of the stuff that Sean's saying is kind of rattled, but I mean, we are halfway around the world. So until I get that Starlink.
Are you going to go for that?
Well, where we're at, we're too low in the center of the equator, Mark. It's 45 and above right now, so they're going to start coming down. So more people in the middle states. But like Dana up there in Alaska and Badge and anybody in Canada can get it now. And it's about down to the Oregon-Washington border, which is just one state in from Canada. So that's about where they're at right now.
I wonder what the frequency is on that. Sorry, I'm thinking.
I don't know, but look it up. There's people tearing them apart and getting into them and dissecting them, and that's a $600 piece of equipment they're tearing up.
Exactly,
you know?
I mean, because one frequency that is in that bandwidth is satellite phones.
Yeah. I can't wait. They're going to lower it. It's going to be spendy, but hey, if you can get 50 gigs up and or 20 up and 50 down, that's insane. That's really, really good. I'm game. But you'll probably be on a data package though, unlike this unlimited. Yeah. I don't know. But currently it's 150 a month when they say it will come down to about 100 a month, and they will have mobile by the end of the year. So right now it's just stationary disc. So RVers will have it.
I know.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things I looked into, and it was in New York that they're actually using that. Guy lived in his RV, and he commuted to work, he commuted back, but he pretty much lived in his RV. And while he was in his RV, he had the uplink. He was fabulously wealthy Wall Street dude, but he had his uplink, and he could without interruptions do his work as he's in a parking lot somewhere. I want that. That'd be cool.
Hey, Renee. Yeah, that's going to be the ultimate. So I was looking in to get the Wii Boost. And Sean, do you know what the Wii Boost is?
No, I don't.
So for your internet access, you have this antenna that they adjust, and it gets more power from the tower. So it's a power booster, right? Okay. Yep. But those cost anywhere from $400 to $600.
Wow.
And I said, I'm going to put that off. I'm going to put that off until I'm out there on the road, and then I find out I need it. Then I would buy that. But now with Starlink, if it's actually going to come true, I won't use that. I'll just get Starlink. That'll be well worth it.
Buying equipment here is hellishingly expensive because I don't think that we pay dollar for dollar. I think we're paying exchange rates as well, which makes things a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
For example, some friends of ours got a new RV, and the RV that they paid in the US is 3 times more expensive here.
Ouch. Wow. So is there a lot of van builds then, or RV?
Yeah. There are a number of companies here that actually make vans, as we call them, make vans here. Jayco, you've got Jayco there. They're made here in Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
As well as another one by a company called JB Caravans. They make in a place not too far from us. So there are companies here that are making caravans, but when you're actually buying something that's a little bit more substantial, the price wise, your prices are far cheaper than ours.
Wow. And ours are probably gone up 25 to 50%. I mean,
Yeah, well,
they're really skyrocketed.
These guys bought a van that was about 30 grand, just short of 30 grand US.
Right.
To buy that same vehicle, yeah, we're paying pretty much close up to 100. It's the same thing.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
That's terrible. And we thought we had it bad. That's just no fair.
No,
So that's why you do cruises.
that's correct.
Let me
Kenny's got a
say
question?
this.
Yes.
That is, if my power doesn't go out tonight. Let's put it this way: I'm going to try to do your shift because it's still storming here pretty good, and I don't know how the power is going to hold up during this storm.
You got a storm, eh?
Yeah, it just started back up again.
No. Yep. It's thundering there.
Yeah.
Yep, she's by you. Definitely, mate. Definitely.
Where are you at, Laura? If you don't mind me asking.
Uh-oh. I just tore a scab off my leg and it wasn't ready to be torn off yet. Oh.
Ooh.
Did you actually ask my permission to do that, Georgie?
Really?
You did not ask my permission?
Tear off a scab? What's the story behind that?
Anybody who has any injuries needs my permission to injure themselves.
Again? Ouch.
Always.
Well, so Lex, remember that. No falling off bikes.
Correct.
She's
That's
in
funny.
Kentucky
That's
there,
funny.
Kenny.
That's funny that you should say that.
Okay.
I got the helmet. I got elbow pads. I got knee pads. I'm good to go.
Hey, is it more that if you ride a push bike, you've got to have a helmet on?
And I
Some
just got to
states-
look on the radar that there's lightning coming this way.
Well,
sure
I would
some
charge
states-
up all your equipment now. Make sure it's all plugged in and charged up. But when the
Right.
lightning comes, make sure everything's unplugged. Everything's unplugged.
Correct.
or
You
grounded.
get a
See,
lightning that hits.
I've left things plugged up while it's lightning.
Now
Well,
my
don't
problem,
be doing that.
if lightning,
Or it takes one strike to hit the house and you're done.
yeah,
everything's
where
fried.
I'm at, because this house is so old, it never had grounding done on it.
I'll be back. I gotta get a Band-Aid.
I'm pretty well. This trailer that I'm living in is pretty well grounded, isn't it, Dan?
How'd you wind up with Georgie's or with Troy's icon there, Georgie? Inquiring minds want to know. I think I remember something about this earlier. Aha.
Yeah.
Who's the real Troy? So anyway, if lightning ever hit here, this house was built before there was any grounding rods put into the ground. So it's just 2-prong outlets. If anything hit here, everything I have is goner. Whether it's plugged, whether it's turned on or off, it's still plugged in. It'll just go right through there.
So Alex, tell me what decided you to get an e-bike?
Interesting. There was a number of factors, but one of the main factors was I watched the oil and gas industry, and what I saw happening with the change of power and political struggles in the United States was, we're going to start going this direction. Now I have a vehicle. It's a V10. Without towing anything, with no load in the back of that truck, I get 7 miles to the gallon. I'm doing miles instead of kilometers.
Okay.
At any rate, it's ridiculously low. So I got to saying, well, I'm contemplating that if a few of these things happen, the gas prices in the United States is going to go up to $5 a gallon. $5 a gallon is huge, and there's no way that I could drive that truck out there as the way that I'd like to drive it, and be able to do that. So one factor was that. The e-bike will get me to and from the grocery store, and I don't have to be wasting fossil fuel on that gas guzzling truck.
Correct.
And another factor is watching full-time YouTubers, and they're out there enjoying the high life out there. And some places they won't let you take a gas-powered all-terrain vehicle, an ATV, four-wheeler, or a side-by-side. They won't let you take that, but you can take your electric bikes on the path, a bicycle, as long as it's classified as a bicycle. And so I'm watching them go into these places with their bicycles. Now, yeah, I'm getting old. I got all the ailments as an old man would do, who did excruciatingly hard work in their youth and destroyed their vertebrae. So I got to think, well, I'm not going to be able to walk those paths with everybody, but I can do it on a bike. And and as long as it's a bike, I wanted to be an electric bike. That was another factor. There's a lot of reasons why the electric bike was good to me. For another one was, I don't have to pay for any energy if I'm in my RV. Which I'm going to test that out come Wednesday night. I can sit up and put up a solar panel, and then I'm good to go. So as far as my decision, and they're not inexpensive, but the one that I got was from a company called Electric Bikes, Electric Bike, and that bike was probably one of the more inexpensive ones. Now I went on to one of the full-time RVers, Cheap RV Living, and he did a review of this particular bike. What I liked about this is that he 3 months later he did another review of the very same bike, and then a year later he did another review of the very same bike. So he did an extended review of this bike, and it held up quite nicely for the value that they were asking for. It's well worth the $2,500 range of e-bikes, and so that was my decision in getting this particular bike.
The only thing you're lacking on this is the front suspension, which makes the difference between the 900 and 2,900.
Right.
They go 23 and up. They're just way up there quick.
I got that all worked out.
Yeah.
Front suspension or not, I grew up, my granddad always threw a pillow down wherever he went. He'd throw a pillow down and sit on it, because those old Ford trucks, Oh,
yeah.
And I used my grandfather's pillow one time when my dad was driving, and the pillow was still there, and I used it, and it's like riding on a shocks. So I went and got one of those really great big seats, like yay so thick of padding. So I'm not going to be too worried about the suspension. They don't, and that's right. You can get aftermarket suspension parts for it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I know how to.
The question has been risen that why not a dirt bike that's also a motorcycle, which is called a dual sport?
On off-road dirt bikes, right?
Yeah, like I have. See the icon above Kenny?
Unfortunately, and this is happening to ATVs now, but with the dirt bikes, you have to have them registered with the Bureau of Land Management. You have to have them registered with the Forest Service just to use it on public lands. Yeah. Same thing's now happening with the all-terrain vehicles, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, or side-by-sides. You now have to have those registered with the Forest Service or BLM. The only thing that you don't have to have registered with the Forest Service or BLM is the electric bikes.
Yeah. But as she says, you can't walk the path with the electric bike these days, Yeah.
Well, that's okay. In the United States, that's with that's only on. You can't take any wheeled instrument on wilderness area.
Yeah, that bites sometimes, because that's why some of these people are getting these bikes, because they're not mobile, especially like the one you got now that's step through. I would have gotten that, And why do they ever thought that a guy doesn't want to? Land on the crossbar either. Okay?
Oh, come on. I've done that. It's brutal. I'm taking my sister's bike. The heck with what everybody says, me riding a girl's bike. It's not a girl's bike. It should have been the other way around.
I was thinking that.
Hey, Solix, is your e-bike one that folds up?
Yeah, the handlebars actually you can take them off if you wanted to, but the handlebars will fold down and then it folds in half, and you can just run it into your RV.
But that's awesome, because that means you can actually bring it across the world too.
Right.
But it does weigh a few pounds, 60, 59 and a
65
half.
pounds. I don't believe it's 65 pounds for a second. It can't be more than 25 pounds. I'm lifting that thing up right and left. But then again, you know, you got those guns. I don't know what things weigh, and I don't lift weights, so I'm not familiar with the weight of things, and I never weigh something. But they say that bike weighs 65 pounds, and to me, it's just a piece of cake to lift up and everything. But some people can't even lift it. I don't know why.
So I think I missed a little bit, but so the electric bike is also a pedal bike. So you can pedal it and go as far as you want. Say, you know what, I'm tired. I'm going to turn around and go back home, as long as you're only like 20, 30 miles out. But you pedal it, you can pedal it forever till the wheels fall off, as they say.
Now, I've studied energy for the longest time. And one thing that I'm interested in is unity energy, meaning the amount of energy you put in is the amount of energy that you get back. So you're not using any fuel, in essence. So with those electric bikes, I was listening to a fella who was using his, and I got to thinking, there's no reason why you can't put on a miniature alternator on there and then continually charge up the battery as you're using it. You can put.
You mean like they had for the lights that were come out, the flip over motor and charge and have a headlight?
Exactly. Yeah. There's no reason why you can't, because it's generating energy, and there's no reason why that electric bike can't go 50 or 100 miles on a charge.
That was the question I was asking a lot of techos about the Tesla, because the Tesla has you need to charge it up. Now, if you're putting your foot on the brake, it's charging itself. So the question is, why couldn't you have perpetual motion? Why couldn't you just have, it's got 4 motors on it. Why couldn't you turn one of the motors into an alternator?
Now, there's an interesting thing about Tesla. And the reason why Tesla became so wickedly popular is you can drive it from one city to 150 miles down the road, and you don't need to have some place to plug it in, because Tesla started sticking up free solar charge or solar cells where you can go in and park in, and 2 hours later your vehicle's all charged back up again after 150 miles. You're ready to go another 150 miles. And so I was watching as they were doing this. This is before they started. This is when they were taking orders, but they hadn't made anything yet on the Tesla cars. And I was watching as they were doing it. Tesla had this little map, showed every place where they put charging stations. And now if you ever look at that charging station for Tesla motors, they're everywhere. Everywhere.
There's 1,500.
Right. And so
in the US.
To expound upon that, there was references that Tesla wanted to do these free charging stations in other countries as well. And I don't know if that had happened, because I haven't been following it for the last 5 years.
So the charging stations here are starting to grow, but we don't have that many, and the most Tesla can do is 500 kilometers. So that's sort of like halfway between here and Sydney.
Right.
So there's still a bit of work to be done on that. But having said that, makes you stop. You drive, you empty out the tank, go plug it in, and spend the night. What better way to trip around?
Now,
but let me ask you this. So your normal gas tank, how many kilometers can you go?
Not that much different.
Okay. And that's why I like to argue this fact, because everybody goes, it only goes this far. Well, tell me how far one gas tank goes. Okay. And it usually takes about.
I'm not arguing the point. I love the concept of the electric motor car. I think that
I know that.
I think that the fuel companies have gone way overboard.
Since the 1890s, they've been trying to get electric cars on the road, and with not much success. Especially when fossil fuel, petrol started coming out, And when petrol came out, it was far more economical to use the petrol at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're having this worldwide crisis on fossil fuels, and there's another niche where the electric car can get in. And I'm going to divert back to Tesla again. The one thing that I really like about the Tesla Motors, and one thing that he's been doing, I don't think a lot of people had understood or realized, is those battery banks on the Tesla Motors, they slide right out.
Yep.
So when you go to some of these charging stations, if you don't want to wait a couple hours or even up to 6 hours to charge your car up, they have little battery banks in sections in that thing, and whoever usually it's a hotel or place like that where they put these charging stations. So you go in and you say, I'd like to exchange my battery. They come out like you're doing a tank of propane. They come out and slide your battery out, get a new one, slide it in, and you're on the road again in less than half an hour. I love that. I mean,
they've looked into that. They're not going to do that because of the structure. It'd take a lot of infrastructure for machines, lift. It would be a full on repair place, basically.
Yeah,
you'd have to lift the car, switch it out. So ideally, that would be choice that you just take your body off and stick it on that. But then you're going, why not just trade out cars? Why don't we all just rent our cars then?
Yeah.
Have your little baggie of your personal stuff and
socialism driving. But I looked at the one here in town, and you can see through the little wired fence and everything. They got the blackout strips on. And I'm looking through it. They got little forklifts in every one of those little stations. So maybe that solved that riddle. I don't know. But I thought it was brilliant that he actually is willing to go that extra expense, whether it works or not, to do something like that. And that's taking it one step further.
I have some of the technicians that work on the Tesla here. They come and do training at our establishment, and we were talking about the cars, and they were just comparing them to whatever else was out on the marketplace. And to be quite honest, I think Elon has done amazing things with this vehicle, because it's certainly shaken up the industry quite a bit.
Well, there was one thing, and you can blame the Ford industry for this one. A guy in can't remember. I think it was Netherlands. It could have been England. Anyway, he was showing, and this is back in the early 60s. He was showing that he built a hydrogen separation chamber on his car and everything, and he'd back up and fill his gas tank full of water right out of the ground, and 75 miles to the gallon on hydrogen fuel.
Yeah.
You have oxygen, you have water. He separated the two that you need for combustion, and he was driving that. So the Ford dealership came to him. They paid him like $2 million for the patent on that. 40 years later, they sat on that patent for 40 years.
Oh yeah. We don't need gas.
Fossil fuel would have been obliterated by then. But about 10 years ago, they started coming out with hydrogen gas pumps. I think in California was when they started that. Hydrogen gas pumps. So
they've been doing some work on hydrogen here as well, and their biggest issue with hydrogen is storage.
So this guy built the separation chamber on the car itself, and then he was the Ford dealership's excuse. I don't use the term lightly. Their excuse was, it's too inefficient, and we cannot get a hydrogen separation chamber on the cars itself. That was a lie. And so Ford sat on that patent for 40 years, not telling anybody that they had it, shelved it so nobody knew about it, until some guy in Germany built one. And then the guy in Germany was gag ordered not to tell anybody, but he's still allowed to keep his car.
But there was a guy here, I think in Australia, that made a different kind of engine as well, that didn't use as much fuel, and it didn't work exactly the same way as the standard combustion engine, but it did make life a lot cheaper for fuel. And I cannot remember the type of engine. It was almost akin to a rotary engine, and that made a huge difference. But that was also shelved.
There's a a little airplane called a Cessna Aerobat. It was the largest plane that flew inside the Circus in Las Vegas. They were able to fly that aircraft inside that tent. It was also at that time not large enough to qualify for a pilot license. Well, look what we've become today. You get a drone that's over 250 grams. Now you have to have a pilot license.
Yeah.
But at that time, yeah. So and those were really popular little play planes to have. And my brother had driven down from Bozeman, Montana to Billings. And he was showing off his car, and I thought, I look like a matchbox. This is a piece of junk car or something. But they stuck a Cessna Aerobat 150 engine in the car. He got 50 miles to 75 miles to the gallon, 50 in town, 75 on the highway. I'm going, I got to have that car. I want that car. I told my brother, I'm going to buy that car from you. Whatever you want, I'll buy it. Because I wanted to see how they did that with that little Cessna 2-cylinder Aerobat engine. Or 2-cylinder? Yeah.
So Solar, Alex, I have to chime in here. They're talking about, magic. Make it happen. Go away. Is that somebody commented that, they'll make changing stations at Chuck E. Cheese. and Dana goes, Chuck E. Cheese? And they're going, it's a play place for kids, as if she didn't know. I thought she would know. But then they're saying that, I would, all this and that. Read in the chat there. But I live there. Vancouver.
We got a Chuck E. Cheese in town.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, Sean, do you know what a Chuck E. Cheese is?
Nope.
It's a game place where they sell terrible pizza, but it's not there for the pizza, it's for the kids. And they have these robotic country folk that are bears and whatnot, and they're for the kids, right? But it's all about the video games. And then they get the thousands of tickets, and it costs, like 10,000 tickets for a little tiny teddy bear or something. And they're just playing, and the bells are ringing, and it's just somewhere to take your kids and have some fun. But it's definitely the cheese pizza is for the kids. It's bad.
Manual arcade games is what they have in there.
Yeah. But Renee's saying, I was at this one in Vancouver. Well, that's where I lived. It's right by a Winco. I love that area of town. But she took her daughter there. And she goes, I can't imagine changing my electric car there, Well,
the concept that I can see that they're talking about in the chat is the concept that Walmart used. Yes, you're welcome to stay overnight at Walmart parking lot in your RV. That was what then. Now things have been changing because of fights or whatever happened. But
trash.
Walmart's concept, if they're staying at Walmart, they're going to be buying our product at Walmart.
Absolutely.
And I would. Everybody would. And so
what Buc-ee's is doing.
So if Chuck E. Cheese put up a Tesla charging station there, well, you're going to be there for 2 hours. What do you got to do for 2 hours? Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. So that's a good concept.
And that's what I was trying to talk to about Sean, is that if you're going to drive 400 kilometers, you should probably get off your butt and go have some lunch, right? And if you go in, you charge yourself, 30 minutes lunch, you come out, your car is charged.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you run up and get gas, you stick it in, you go pay the guy, and you're out of there. No, it's not like that. But if you drive the 500 kilometers, you need to get off your butt, get out of that car, and go have some lunch and come back, and it's done. So that's my argument.
Let's get honest here. What average person would want to drive a 600 kilometers or 900 kilometers without a break?
Exactly. Thank you.
You got to stop off for
so
this.
Everybody's saying, it only goes this far. Well, are you going to drive that far?
Yeah.
And to get on the reality stage here, you're 2 hours in your car. How warm is your car?
It's just pulling him and cutting.
So after a couple of hours, you need to stop, and you want to get a nice cold can of pop because you don't want to drink the warm one. So you're constantly stopping, and I agree with you on that, Sean.
You need the
There's
break.
the man of many hours.
What happened?
Waxing is just not good, Unless,
We hear you. That's V. How's it going over there?
I paused that. I muted that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just popping around to checking out other people's lives and
Cool.
I came across RV Weekends. He just started one, just for something to do.
Yeah, it sounds like that's the thing to do when there's a perfectly good one right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I killed it. I just killed it.
You did. I saw that.
He obviously didn't know.
Mhm.
Well, says he didn't know because he's like, oh, I wonder if G's doing one. He usually does one. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I hear people aren't getting my notifications, but I've done it. I put this notification out on Sunday.
Yeah, and I got it.
Okay.
I got it. And whether they get it or not, maybe they say they didn't get it because, okay,
Well-
I'm not going over because I'm just going to say I didn't get it.
And again, that's why I wanted to be here for sure tonight when,
Yep.
we would
Yeah.
be over there.
Yep.
So,
And that's why I'm here with you tonight. And
okay.
I've been bouncing back and forth because,
Yeah.
you deserve just as much support,
Appreciate it.
So-
So, how are you here and not there? How do you hold that spot?
I'm down in the basement over there.
Okay. Because
So
I could not log into my StreamYard and your StreamYard at the same time because I was
No.
sharing camera.
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Uh-oh.
So how did you get around that?
Mike,
I don't know because I'm down in the basement over there. I don't think it's
Right.
using the camera.
Right.
you don't have anybody up on the panel.
No, but I really have nobody in the room either.
Okay.
It's 6
Um,
people.
It says 6 people, but no, other
They're all
than
workers.
Well-
exactly, but nobody. Cargo Dan has been back listening.
Oh my God.
But I'm thinking he's over here as well.
Hi.
Dana
Type
has been typed back and forth.
Okay.
So I'm like nobody else was engaging. Red and
I would just bring my
whatever. I can't. Raj just left. So
Well, last
Yeah.
I saw was Red and Mikey were on there.
yeah. Mike left. Red dropped signal, and Naj went to sleep. So
wild. Well, again,
yeah,
they knew I'm over here.
I know.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like
Like there's something plotting against me.
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Who's in the panel, Mike? I don't
Yeah,
see
I'm on
anyone.
board.
Georgie, Alex, I'm going to call it quits.
Okay, brother.
I've got something to do for tomorrow. It's been a
Well, you
pleasure
know, I
talking to
appreciate
you.
you
Thank you.
coming
Oh, no, thank you very much for having me. Appreciate that.
Wow. Meant a lot. Meant a lot. Thank you, brother.
Right
All
on.
right, John.
Take
Take care. We'll see you.
So, Laura, who's in my panel over there? Nobody, because I was up on the screen by myself, and I don't like staring at myself.
Yeah, and what does she mean? I got yours, or probably my notification. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't get the one for tonight. Well, yeah, I sent it out a week ago. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should do it like Wednesday or Thursday. Because they might.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I always get notifications. I've never not gotten a notification from somebody, except when YouTube unilaterally unsubscribes me from people.
Yeah. Well, again, you know what? It's almost irrelevant. You get a notification because I've done this for 25 times that they should know that I'm live at this time on Saturday. So,
Oh,
again, I'm not doing it to get a bazillion people here. And, if you want to come, great. And there's Maggie. Maggie just showed up. Renee's here. Laura's here. Lorraine's here. Yeah.
I was there.
Appreciate y'all.
I was there for your trials and tribulation, Mike. And
I
I'm
know.
going, oh man, he's trying so hard to get this going. Oh, the
What
poor
happened?
man.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.
It was that bad. There was 3 or 4 of you sitting up there talking to each other. And it was just you.
Oh, no. I purposely do that. Come on, man.
I know, that freaked me out.
That's the comments that they come over here and steal and say, ha, ha, ha. That's like, nope. I appreciate everybody that's here, although there's only 9 now. But, Dodgers didn't get till tonight. Oh, that's weird. Huh. That's just not. That's funny. Funny. Oh, Lord's waving. Do. What? I was at Bach Van D's. Okay, so Mike,
she decided to have a pop-up one.
Okay, and that's cool. Oh, and Maggie was over there too. Lovedy, she's sweet. Yep, and she comes in, and maybe if she knows, she'll come over. But again, we knew this in later on that everybody would be live at the same time, and you just can't support everybody. So
yeah. That's why I try to.
Who's it, Mike's?
Well,
no, you're good.
Really, no. I just barely left over there. So
yeah, Julie.
You're good.
It's not.
RV Weekends had a 2-hour-long one, and so he just now popped up another one.
So
He had one.
He's got
another one.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, he's talking with V.
Okay, cool.
But
Got
I mean,
well, thank you.
So
Renee, did you get all your questions answered? You guys were having a lot of chat there while Sean was here, and Sean, when I have an international guest, I'm going to give him a lot of attention because that's huge to me. And you guys are, here, and I get better connection. But it was like I want to give him some props, but you guys had some questions out there or talking amongst yourselves. So if you have any more,
there was a Chuck E. Cheese event.
I know, and in my own old hometown. So, yeah, I love the Winco that's right there in the parking lot of that Chuck E. Cheese, Renee. So if you guys know Winco, that's like that's better than Wally World. Let's just put it that way.
I love it because at Winco Foods, they put up the price the Wally World charges and then their price.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they'll do the shopping carts, this is Wally World's and then this is Winco's. Yeah. No, I don't usually bargain shop. I just go there, but I know where I go to the lesser price stores, There's a friend of mine that does Safeways, and where I was at, the Safeway was not saving any money. They were the most expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
I go to Albertsons because they have the best meat, the best beef.
And some people say, I'm going to go there because they have the best meat, right?
Because they cut it themselves. They don't just have a processing plant get it, which drives the price back up. And so they cut it themselves. And a lot of times you can get beef cheaper there than you can at Wally World or Winco Foods. And it's fresh cut. They have their own butchers.
But again, they make up for it on the aisles. Because again, I found that they were quite expensive. Yeah, I'm from Idaho, where that home what is it called? Home base? What's the home office? Home office is from Albertsons, yeah.
Oh man, it was a crack up, and I don't know why those shelves weren't emptied immediately. That's fine. I just figured out it was limited quantity that you could buy. But when Winco Foods first opened up here, Nally's chili at Walmart was $1.23 a can. 25 cents at Winco Foods. But then they have read the fine line at the bottom, 6 cans per customer.
Yeah, maxed out. Yeah.
I know. So you go through the line, take it out to the vehicle, go back in, go through the line, take it out to the vehicle.
6 at a time?
Well, yeah, their grand opening day was like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
You got 6
cans
of that, on and on and on, and there's quite a bit you could pull out of that store in one day for pennies on the dollar.
Oh yeah, so we have Smith's Foods here, but they're 15 miles away from me, so I don't shop there. And they have like every 6 months or so, they have the pallet where you buy a case days, right? And it's like 24 cans of the same green beans that you haven't tried yet, and they maybe not be good,
You want to know what turned me off on Walmart? Totally turned me off. They began food rationing. Did you know that?
No. In which way? In which way?
Okay, when the pandemic gets, and then closing up all the borders and everything, and all the toilet paper disappeared off the shelves, Walmart decided, we have to hire extra people to stock the shelves, so we're going to have to cut our store hours so that those extra people who are stocking the shelves are not interfered with. that was their excuse.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going through there, and every month, without fail, for as many years as I can remember, I'd always buy one case of chili, 12 cans of chili. And I got up to the checkout stand, and the gal says, "No, you can only have 4 cans of any food product." I'm going,
Weird.
You want to bet? You don't have the right nor the authority, and the law is totally against you. You cannot ration food.
Wow.
And they were rationing food.
Well, they didn't want the toilet paper raid, so they, your chili, toilet paper, I don't know.
I asked them about beer, and they said, "No, you can have as much beer as you like."
Hey,
What's
let's
up
get
with
drunk
that?
and fight over toilet paper. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Safeway. Yeah, these cats just jump sometimes, don't they, Mike? How being in a friend. Definitely. You are my friend. Thanks for coming, Maggie.
They started doing
Okay,
that stuff.
there's a
And,
dye most of meats. Yep, they are dyeing the meats. How
and
about this? When you're cooking your chicken, your boneless, skinless chicken, you're cooking that in the grill, and you tip it over, you flip it over, and you're frying it up, and then all of a sudden there's a lake of water in there. Where'd that come from? Price
I'll
per
tell
pound, right?
you want to know about hoarding there, Renee. I'll tell you about hoarding. So up here, the Native Americans, they get their monthly check, $2,500 per person in the family, I might add. Wealthy people.
Wow.
So I'm up there at Wilco Foods, pretty early in the morning, and
When you eat it.
there's Native Americans from Bighorn County. I know they're Native Americans because they have the county number on the plates. And this truck, the back of their truck was heaping like this. It was heaping, and it was all meats and products like that. And I'm going, well, there's nobody out here guarding their trucks. And I'm walking. I like to park in the back. I don't know about anybody else, because I know if I'm in the store, I'm walking 10 times the amount of distance it take me to walk from the back of the parking lot to the front. And I'm walking. There's another Bighorn County truck, and it's also heaping. This is like a whole tribal hoarding thing going on.
Wow.
And I'm going in there, and they're coming out with 3 or 4 shopping carts behind them with another load for the back of their truck. That's hoarding.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
more
know.
food. That's more food than 50 people could eat in a month.
Well, but those people that shop in every 2 weeks or only have enough food in their house for a week, that's not me. I got enough food in here. Well, I cannot go to the store for over a month, any month you pick. I've been snowed in for 14 days.
With
14
me,
days snowed in. Nobody went anywhere.
I've got enough food in just one cupboard.
Mhm.
Last me 6 months. 6 months it'll last me. But it's not traditional food. It's not the feel good, taste nice food. I've got
Salt and flour, isn't it?
five grain cereal. I got like a 25-pound bag of beans, 25-pound bag of rice, and then condiments that you put on there.
Yeah.
And so I've never worried myself about running out of food. There's a
Well,
supply.
My scare factor is like Mike. I mean, you're in a car that's pulling the trailer at the max weight, and yeah, he's not hoarding food in that thing at all.
No.
Oh heavens, I know that. I don't have to ask. You're not hoarding 100 pounds of food in there, buddy.
And then a governor gets elected in California, and people are going down to the gas station because they know the governor is going to be jacking those gas prices up again in California. And these guys are getting pulled over by the sheriff because they got 4 55-gallon drums of gas in the back of their. It's a van.
Mhm.
They're hiding it in a van because it's illegal to transport that much gasoline apparently in California. That's gasoline hoarding, and they and it did. They were right to do so because the gas prices went way up on the roof.
Yeah. Yeah. So Renee says, I was a weekly shopper for her. Okay. People definitely was buying too much toilet paper. Yeah. And there's a mill in Camas. Yeah. No, it's hilarious. So, not bragging or complaining, but if I buy the monster rolls, I mean, we're talking them big monster rolls of TMI here, folks, TMI. I only need one a month. And when you're buying a 24 pack, I'm good for a while. You know, when you guys are taking 4 or 5 of those huge 24 packs, I'm going, oh my God, way too much chili in that house.
You're not kidding.
Right?
Way off on the corn.
Yeah, GMO'd, right?
I'm heading back.
You're heading back over? Okay. You got some
So-
more? Should we?
No.
You're
No,
good?
I'm just sharing. I'm
Yeah.
just basically doing a
Resources.
slideshow.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
basically.
Yeah.
No, I get you, buddy. Yeah.
but have a good night.
So if nobody's
see you
up
over
there,
there.
See you later.
break
You
out
want
a
me to
book
take over?
and start
now?
reading the book. Read the
Um,
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Hold on, Solux.
You can finish this up first.
Okay. But
You know.
okay, be ready though.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And Kenny had to leave for some and he just quit. He just, I gotta go. Okay.
That's Ken.
okay.
He
We'll
said he was gonna. Yeah, we'll talk.
we'll talk over there.
Okay, see you there, buddy.
But no, just keep. You have people here. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay, buddy.
So, all right.
Cool.
See ya.
Ciao.
Bye.
Drum roll. Bada bing.
Well, Georgie, I opened up this bar and it looks like I'm closing it down. First
No,
in,
we're here.
Yeah, first in, first out kind of a thing.
Yeah. No, that's
just,
cool.
It's a concept.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah,
No,
that's,
I
thought about that.
want him to keep his live going because if he's over here and he's in the basement
Right.
and that
He's the only-
weird whatever happens, I don't know. I don't want to kill it. We've
yeah,
gone
he's the
too
only one
far.
over there, and I got to think I got to get over there, kind of a thing. and that spawned a new idea that I had. Why couldn't anybody do a live stream sitting in a couch with a roaring fire going over here, maybe
Yeah.
a green screen animation thing going on, and just reading the book.
Hold on, Sully.
Oh my God! I am
No.
so glad about that 3-second thing you were talking about.
Yes.
Because I have 2 StreamYard tabs up on top showing.
Oh, no.
I thought because you dropped me out of this one,
Right.
so
Just to the basement.
but I was trying to just close my tab so I was able to see myself here still.
Oh.
And
okay.
when you did that, it moved my mouse up top to the other one, and I closed that one, which was mine.
So close.
So here, I'm
Okay.
going to move my tab way down here on top of my browser to the
Yeah.
far end, so I know it's over that way.
Okay.
Now I'm
But
going.
right now, what is going on? I have another screen open up here. That's yours. That it says something went wrong where I'm trying to log in. So that might have been the little bit of connection that kept us afloat. But yeah. Well, let's
but I'm
go over
still
and
there,
support
so
you. Yep.
I'm good. So
Okay. All right. All right.
But
And Kenny
yeah,
had a storm, so I was just reminded, and I know that. I'm so sorry I forgot that. He had a major electrical storm, and I told him to unplug,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he had to go.
yeah,
And
no,
we
not
said-
a problem. So
Yeah. All right, cool.
all right, see, finish up here. You know, I'm in no hurry.
right.
So
Okay.
all right, bye.
I know where you'll be.
Yep, bye.
All right, ciao. Oh, and he pulled himself down that time. All righty. So, yeah, Laura's still here. Maggie's still here. Lorraine's still here.
How do they
So
do
she's
that?
going to bed though. So, dear, I appreciate you much for coming in. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Take care, my dear. Sweet dreams. Everybody, please say goodnight. Yep.
How do you
Oh,
do that? How do you put yourself in the basement? All I see is leave studio.
yeah, that'll do it. That'll do
You
it.
know, that kicks me right out, right?
Yeah, so it'll kick you to the basement, and then you got to still close the tab. But when he was reaching to close the tab, I moved to the
Oh.
basement, and that moved things around.
Oops.
Yeah, because he sat there for a minute, like which one? You know, like you, like which one do I click? How do I really get out of here? So I do it for some people, but for those that are skilled and we're thinking ahead. Good night, Laura. Good night. All right, good night, everybody. Good night. All right, Sully. So yeah, that's the rocket. I stood right under that rocket, and then if you can look way over there in the farthest corner, see to the farthest left corner, that is a tube. That tube is about 1.5 miles long, and they were having the Super Loop races qualifications. So it's just a long pipe that they vacuumed, and then all these colleges with high-end engineers, and MIT was there, and all these guys were there with their little inventions of what was the best hover car that floated or was on wheels or went down that pipe the fastest.
Right.
Qualifications. Yes. Good night, dear. And yeah, that's fun. And then they also had the shuttle for what is it? The Starlink? No, the SpaceX's shuttle. You know, the capsule, the module. They had that live. They were showing us that, and the seats. The seats look like. Have you seen the seats inside the shuttle?
No.
It's just a hard chair with a letter L they put their feet on. It's just there's very basic. It's not like a massage chair where they're all padded up.
When they're doing the Apollo thing, they fitted them into this thing.
Yeah. And this is just a freaking lounge chair with a footrest.
They must have figured out stabilization somehow. I noticed.
Well, it's weight.
I noticed on the bottom left, all the way to the edge, there's a Tesla car charging station too.
Oh, it's down there too. Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Where at?
This is a solar charging station for Tesla cars.
Oh, okay.
I've seen those.
Yeah. Yeah. So that plant's right on.
Wait, that's not a billboard. Is that a billboard?
Where? Thing
on
the top?
No, the billboard's midway, so that the solar cells could swivel. So yeah, that's a charging station.
All right, cool. All right. So Laura says, yeah, the storm is coming. She's in Kentucky, so she might have to duck out of here. Yeah, don't be frying your equipment. Charge them up before a storm comes in like that. And even when you go to bed, unplug your computers, please.
Oh, we're supposed to be in the 40s all night tonight. And it was total overcast today. It says the sun's supposed to be peaking tomorrow.
Yeah. It's going to be hot here.
If the sun's peaking tomorrow, I'm getting out and putting those security lights on my house, and I get that job done.
Yeah. Weather here, you're going to hit the 40s, eh? Woohoo!
I know. They were talking about below 30s, but now they're saying 40s. You see, it's the weatherman. They never get it right. They keep changing their mind.
It's 45 in the town next door.
50s. We're going to be in the 50s tomorrow afternoon. Sweet.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm going to hit 55 again. Yep. So yeah, I had to change 2 tires on a car today. The neighbor all but broke her leg off. It was drama there, man. Yeah.
Oh, you came in and you needed more than a rag. You need a full on towel to get all that sweat off of that.
Yeah, man. And then they end up doing a barbecue and then smoking me out. It was like, I had to shut the door and it got warm in here. And I go, man, really? Yeah, they moved I have a balcony, and then they have the underneath, right?
Oh, great.
And they moved everything from one side right up underneath me. I'm going, really? But they have a yard, they have a side yard, they have 2 carports. I only have 1.
That's what apartment complex across the street from me has. 3 balconies, one balcony, one balcony, one balcony. So, and then of course the basement or the bottom. So they got their barbecuers out on their balcony.
Yeah. I live on the top, and I had to make my own covered carport because, 55 out here, dude, it gets so hot. The sun's beating down. It feels like 75.
Heat rises.
Yeah. But you go to the it's the sun just blaring straight down. But you go into the shade, and 55 is not warm. You know. All right, we got in some more chat. Yeah, the storm is coming. What do we got here? It's like out pouring rain now. Well, buckle down, dear. Buckle down. Is that the surge protector R4? Yeah, they are. If you trust them. If you buy a $15, $20 one, electricity's going to go right through that thing. You got to have like 60,000 joules protecting it. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you
One
got to
thing,
spend some money to protect your stuff. It's better just to unplug it. But yeah, if you didn't know and you got hit, yeah, that's
one thing
gonna
about
help.
those lightning storms that has been freaking me out is this was like 20 years ago. I started learning about this.
Good job.
Is that if your house gets struck with lightning, it'll go right through your house, right through your living room. You're sitting there watching TV and you get hit with lightning. I'm going, how is that possible? Are they? They're just funning with us, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it happens apparently. So they
Well,
got the.
Mhm.
That's a what?
Me? That's an oddity because, as you know, as electricity, it travels actually. Few people will argue this, that electricity actually comes from the ground to the sky and creates a path, and then the electricity comes from the sky down as the light.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. It's both.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because if it wasn't both, then you couldn't have ball lightning. Ball lightning did not originate from the ground. And then if you're looking up at the clouds one day and you're seeing all these flashes, there's nothing touching the ground.
Right.
So the only way that it touches the ground, there's lightning. It's created up there. It's a lot of the friction of electrons, and there's also stored friction of electrons on the ground. And generally, where the lightning strikes is where there's more ferrous material stored, iron ore. We're on the ground. So most of the lightning strikes we get here in town is on the south side of the Yellowstone River. Because down here it's all floodplain where we're at. So there's no iron deposits. But on the south side, or the South Hills as we call them, that's where all the iron deposits hit, and that's where we always see most of the lightning strikes.
Now, help me understand this. And that's beautiful. But Florida is known as the #1 lightning state in our country. Is it because of the static electricity between like the two oceans, or the land and the bay? It's mostly in the Gulf side. But what do you know about that? Because I don't picture them being an ore state, but I don't know what the state's made out of. Florida, that panhandle state.
Florida's a difficult place to live. I mean, you're getting the warmth of the ocean currents from the Gulf of Mexico, and as opposed to the cool currents from the Arctic. When the two hit, friction is greatly created. Now you don't get that in any place in the United States except for Florida, because the friction is not, the warm and the cold are not created generally in other places like it is in Florida. So when you hit, it's like a clash of electrons. So I can see where Florida would predominantly have that. Now I read this. I was reading this one book. It was the Book of Alma.
So hold on. Let's go down this road. So she has. If I'm driving and lightning hits my car, will I be shocked to death?
Yes.
She could be.
If it hits her car.
Straight away, absolutely. Yeah.
But it hits
doesn't
the ground.
matter. It's there.
If it hits the ground next to your car, the worst you'll ever get is your hair will stand on end. No, if you hit your car, the lightning's prevented from going to the ground, because the only place it's got to go is the metal structures in your car. But if it hits the ground, the lightning can't pass to the metal structures of the car because of your rubber tires. You're insulated. Yeah, if it hits your car, oh shit. Did I say that word?
Yeah. But there's kind of gray areas in that, because if it fries so freaking hot, it's going to burn the tires off, slam to the ground. It's a melting process. It's what? How many times brighter and hotter than the sun do they say? Hundreds? I don't know. A lot. A few times more.
A billion? I can't remember.
Yeah, a lot. But yeah, I just wouldn't want to get hit. Like you're saying though, if like the power lines are on the ground, again, you're stay in your car because your tires are insulating your car.
Yeah, and and it's not. Get away from power lines.
Yeah, the big ones. But yeah, and don't stand under a tree. guess the best is like they lay in a ditch, lay flat. You're flat on the ground. But I have rubber tires all the way around. Yep, I hope so.
Well, it's just like Josie said, if it hits your car, all that energy, it'll melt your tires.
Yeah.
But because the energy is
Mhm.
your car has become what is that? Okay, here, Georgie, we're into your area. Those little tiny black things you put in a circuit board that stores energy called a
Capacitor.
capacitor. Because your car literally becomes a capacitor. It stores that energy.
Mhm.
And that energy capacitors can get hot. And that
Mhm.
energy gets really hot.
Right.
And so your steering wheel is just gonna
Yeah.
melt.
So the best thing I think is that if you had a dirty car and it was a baby lightning bolt, it was a baby lightning bolt, and it would just kind of bounce off and go around you. Yeah. But if you have a dirty car, you're going to get bad gas mileage. So don't have a dirty car. But yeah, there's so many variables. You can't just say golden rule, be like
That's
this.
one I would like to give
I
to
know.
Mythbusters.
Yes.
Would a lightning strike ignite the fuel in your car? Aha.
Well, again, it has to be such a direct hit that, there's no stopping this. This is a train coming right through your car into your gas tank.
Right.
But supposedly gas is ignited by the fumes.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you got a
So
fuel
there would
tank,
be no fumes.
if you have a full tank, you're good. If you got a quarter of the tank,
Yes.
be warned.
Yeah. So people always have a full tank of gas, especially at these gas prices. So like literally every other day I was filling up with gas because the gas was going up 6 cents about every day.
2 months ago, it was $1.25. It's $1.70 now. That's
Shut
Montana.
up.
And not only that, we have 3 oil refineries in town. We got Exxon, we got Cinex, we got what was the other one? This the other one on the other side of the river. 3 of them in town, and the gas price is going up. And so I'm asking them, well, how come the gas price is going up? And they go, it's transportation costs.
All right.
You're in town.
Yeah.
I said, no, we have to transfer to a distribution station in Texas. Are you kidding me?
Yes. So Renee was right. So yeah, if it's hitting to the left and right of you, yeah, your rubber tires will definitely save you. But if a direct lightning bolt, powerful, like you shall not pass, yeah, you will not pass. It'll be boom, dust in the wind.
Stored
But
in
the odds of it, I don't know. It's lightning needs to have a path, and if your rubber wheels, it's less likely not going to have the path because it wants to go to ground.
those
Yeah.
old tube,
So I'm saying you're safe.
the old tube
Just don't be
TV.
out in it. Yeah.
One thing that they tell you to do is never open up the old tube TV until you've grounded it out. It's unplugged. You've had it unplugged for days.
Yeah.
But don't touch the back of that tube because there's 60,000 volts stored in those. What's those thing again called? There's 60,000 volts stored in those capacitors.
Yeah.
It's stored energy.
Yeah.
And essentially your car, if a lightning bolt hits it, becomes stored energy.
Mm-hmm. So Laura says more and more people are going live now. Well, I've been live for the last 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I've been live on Saturdays for 3 months.
Yeah.
And
Well, here's the thing that
I hear one more second. So people are saying they're going live because they don't see anybody live. I'm going to say the word that I don't want to say out loud, but it's bullshit. There it is. I said it.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this: Van Vita never goes live at this time of night, and she just went live.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Bullshit. I heard she was too sick to do her live, but anyhow, we're moving on. I'm not going down that road.
I don't want to.
Lightning storms. Okay, so when traveling, what do I do in a lightning storm? Hold tight and just easy on down the road. Yeah, you're safe.
Use your windshield wipers often.
Use Rain-X. Come on, you're in Vancouver. Rain-X is your friend.
I bought me a jug. I just forgot to put it in.
Yeah.
Now I got some Rain-X. It's in the back of my truck. Frozen solid. Come on.
All right. So Renee So have you used Rain-X? It's the best thing ever, man. So what you want to do is clean your windshield really, really good 2 or 3 times. And you put it on there and you like polish your window. And you put it on again, you put it on again, put it on 3 or 4 coats. And then there's actually some you can put in your water dispenser.
That's what I use.
Yeah. Yeah. But just you got to buff you're actually putting wax on your window is what it is.
It allows the water to not emulsify on the glass.
Yeah. Which means spread out and chill.
I just did it again. Why do I do that?
What now?
I get too damn technical.
No, I mean, I dig it. Dude, I can bounce with you, man. We can roll like that.
Does anybody understand what the word emulsify means?
Doesn't matter. It's about being educated or sharing your education. It's not like saying I'm smarter than you, you freaking idiot.
Emulsification was used during the Vietnam War, and they used emulsification with Agent Orange.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, so Laura loves
got absorbed faster. Now, Agent Orange is benign until water is applied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
To emulsify it. Right.
You bet. Yeah. So let's see. What'd she just say? So Laura loves it. Okay. I've never seen that kind of Rain-X.
Yeah, they're little yellow.
Loves Rain-X.
They're little yellow tubes in the automotive section. You know, just so big. Little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them in the squirt jugs. I've seen it in a pint or so. Yeah. Okay. What?
On the shelf.
I was asking because I never go anywhere, and once I traveled to Texas where there's lightning and tornadoes. Oh my! Yeah, the tornadoes are more to be afraid of than lightning, I'd say.
Renee, you never saw the film Good Morning Vietnam? Oh my stars! Okay, no.
It was milky.
No, this is the film Forrest Gump. Is that what they called that film? Forrest Gump. Anyway,
yeah.
In the film Forrest Gump, Forrest was in Vietnam, and he's writing letters home to. Oh no, he's writing letters to his sweetheart, and in the letters he's going as yep. It never. And the thing about Vietnam is when it rains, it never stops. We got big fat rain, we got little tiny squirty rain, and sometimes it rains so hard we got rain coming up from the bottom. Yep. Yeah, when it rains in Vietnam, it'll go for months.
All righty. So I got mixed with some of the things going on there. Ladies, you got it goes milky, and I think that's if you were pouring it in the water or when you pour it on. Yeah, it's because it's a wax. So you pour it on your windshield, and I rub it in. Like a paper towel, even a plastic bag. You want to rub it on your windshield and and then polish it off and then put another one on. It's waxing your windshield, basically, is what it is. If you have a dirty windshield and you just have it in your window wipers, it's not going to work so good. Because the idea is that you can go 50 miles an hour and not even use your window wipers. That's what I love about it. You don't have to use your window wipers. It just flicks right off.
You got to love YouTube, because you go on YouTube, type in Rain-X, and it'll show you people who have used it and their reviews, and it's great. So,
yep.
I love YouTube for that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to watch 3 or 4 videos to find out the real truth, because I don't remember what it was. But if winterizing my RV, okay, I'd never owned an RV. I'd camped for a zillion years, but I'd never owned an RV to know to winterize it. And there's 3 different ways to winterize it. You can use an air hose, okay, and there's a nozzle where you put your water in. There's the female socket on the side of your RV to receive the water from the water park, right? Wherever you camped. You put an air hose on that and you blow out your lines. Okay. I tried that. I obviously didn't get them all out or something. The other kind is you can pump it from a jug through your water pump through all your lines. And the third way is you pour it in your water tank and then pump it through your lines. Sully?
There's always a trap in there, especially in your water heaters.
Yeah.
There's a little knuckle that's down there, and that's usually the piece that busts out first.
Really?
That's with using the air, because predominantly all those lines that go back and forth across is going to wind up in that little water trap, and you can't get every single drop out of there by using the air alone.
No, right. And I would do that maybe to start with, blow air, but it's not enough. And to set up the ones where you have a hose, you got to have all these hoses that are already there that bypasses your fresh water tank, and then just pump it out of there.
I blow my lines out. I got a little pancake press just to do that.
Yeah.
I blow my lines out, and after I blow the lines out, then I start disconnecting fittings and leaving them open so that they don't, so that residual water in there doesn't.
Right. Well, another thing is I couldn't find my main drains for my system to help do that too until I'm gutting my thing. And there's actually the what's it called? The low point drain of your lines that you can do that, and it'll drain all your water out. I actually, on the side of the RV where the water goes in for the freshwater tank, on the bottom of it had a drain to drain the water tank, and that's what I used. But so I really don't know if my pipes were broken when I bought it, and that's why I sold it, or I did it, because I did use, I had water in it, but then I thought I winterized it to go down there. But yeah, anywho. All right, what do we got here? I use a spray pine, but I haven't seen the kind you mix in the water. The wipers have stopped in the rain before, and it really works. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. So the other thing is, a lot of people, hardly anybody does this. When you go to clean your windshield at the gas station, it's pilling up. You got to stand there and do nothing, right? Clean your window off, great. Pull your window wiper over and turn it upside down and use the squeegee there and clean off the grease.
I'm doing.
Take a paper towel and clean off the grease.
Weather was good.
I was seeing if anything's what's going on over there. He's still.
How many people were watching over there?
Oh, I didn't look at that. I'll look. 5.
Oh, okay.
That's because the cool people didn't go over there yet.
Well, he told me that he told people to come over here, but they went to Box Van D.
Oh, they did. Yeah, and I noticed other places as well.
Yes, that too. Yeah. So, but yeah, Laura, the best kind really is what you have. Just make sure you clean your windshield really, really good, and then get your wiper out of the way and spray that on, and then rub it in. It's going to wax, and you're going to see that shine is see-through, and this is a little cloudy, but keep scrubbing and cleaning it out of the way, and then wipe it off with a clean paper towel, and then do that 2 or 3, if not 4 or 5 times. Depends on, if you have time or what you're doing. But if you forget to do it and it starts raining, pull over to a gas station that has the cover so you don't have the rain, so you can do that. And I've done that many times too, because you go all summer and you think, oh, it's not raining. And then downpour, and you love the Rain-X, and go put it on. Excellent. I love that.
It's like using WD-40 on furniture. I mean, if
you your antiques.
I've done this before. I got scratches. You put WD-40 on there, and the scratches they just disappear instantly. They don't stay disappear for long, and you put any oil products on there, and they are a magnet for dust. But I needed to. I was living on the street. I needed to come up with something. There's this. I'm not a fan of landlords, and there's this manufactured home for sale. Or the people they got evicted and thrown off the property, and there's this manufactured home for sale, and I offered her $500. I didn't have any money, but I had a really old antique, nice real wood china cabinet, and moving around in my storage units, it got scratched, and I just WD-40'd and went over the top of it, and I said, "I'll trade you this for the manufactured home." She says, "Okay."
Really?
So I got a manufactured home for the cost of an antique scratched up china cabinet.
Well, that ain't bad.
Got me off the street. Yeah, got me off the street.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what's important, because otherwise,
It wasn't about 5 years later. I moved that out to my father's house to take care of him in his latter days.
Cool. Man. Well, should we go back over and we got 11 people now. Oh, welcome in. Oh, okay. Cool. I am sending my daughter off. Oh, okay. She's come back up. Well, I bet her internet's probably working by now. Cool. Mike's doing all right. He said he's fine. Okay, what's going on? Are we all trying to go from one live to another? I don't know. Who's doing that?
We've been doing that for the longest time.
Yeah. No? Wow. Okay. I'll send my daughter off. She's come back to visit. Cargo Dan just dropped in. What?
Yeah,
Just
Cargo
dropped
Dan.
the video.
Yeah, he went to go ride a motorcycle on
yeah.
a cross country track.
Yeah, he's doing okay. Mike is alone. Oh, he's alone now. Well, look real quick. Solux, is he alone? We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, he's been up there for about a half hour or more alone.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Let's go. Cargo
We're
Dan's
going-
in. Yeah, hold up. Happy 20 to 12. So it's 20 minutes to 12 midnight? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Saw your upload.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We saw that Mike was lacking some peeps right now, so we thought we'd end this thing and get on over there.
So
What do you
let's
think?
do a Georgie raid on Mike.
Sure. I mean, he needs to keep that thing busy because, I think there should be a minimum of some people over to say it's alive. But we just got a guest star, so let's ask them.
Aha!
Hello, guest star.
Hi. I just wanted
Yeah,
to pop in
so-
and say hello before you leave.
Well, read the last chat. Laura says that he's just sitting there alone.
I saw that.
But we are going to drop it like it's hot and get over to southern Florida.
That's why I love you guys.
Oh yeah, this ain't about
I've
me,
been
and it's
listening
not like
the whole time. Katie just
Oh.
loves listening to you, Solix. Especially when we're busy.
What did I do?
My daughter just loves listening to you.
Or did she laugh?
Yeah.
Neener,
You're-
neener, neener. Made
She
her
just
smile.
loves- Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'll see you guys over there.
yeah. So can you drop the link for Renee? She's going Mike who?
Yeah, so let me get out of here and then I'll
Yes.
go find it and drop
Okay.
it.
Ciao. Awesome. And see, how special is she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Share the love.
Man.
Share the love, baby.
Man, I love you guys. All right. So yeah, Dan, we'll see you over there. Cool. Tell him you came from me. Tell him it's a Georgie raid. All righty. So folks, we have a very sweet young lady in Alaska that's barefoot in Alaska. Her name's Dana. She's going to drop a link here any minute, and we're going to go back over where I say back because this is where we've been all week long. Is over at Mike's Travel Adventures of Mike. He's doing how many hours?
Well,
Several days.
Yeah, he's over 100 hours now. Easy.
Right. So it's like 360 hours, we'll say. So it's really good. We're gonna go over there and give him support because it's down. We don't want the count to go below, like 10 people. So I appreciate everybody coming here. Let's wait for her to get that link up, and we're gonna go back over there. But please, everybody, all 10, 11 of you, I appreciate you coming in, and let's go over there. We got Mike's right there. Mike, drop your link. We're coming over.
We're gonna raid you, Mike.
We're gonna rattle the cages over there. 336. There's 14 days. There it is,
Okay.
folks.
There we go.
So let's raid him. Just say you're coming from RVing with G raid. All right. All right. So thanks for coming in, everybody. Solex and I will see you over there in a few. All right. Take care.
Let's see. Where's
Let me-
the? There it is.
All right. Hold up, buddy. Yep.
Too soon.
Yep.
Too soon.
No, go.
Yep.